Welcome back to another Night's Duel here at the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company in Appleton, Wisconsin. I am Chris G. I'm joined in the booth with Patrick Glenn. You got yourself on mute. There you go.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
MH flipped it. I didn't even do it, so everybody turns that thing off. We got a pretty exciting match. We got, Vince's name is spelled wrong. Vinvi.
Oh, man.
Vinvi DiDio.
V-I-N.
Should we go out and fix it before they break?
Yeah, I'll go fix it.
All right. Thank you, Patrick. I'll finish the intro. They are playing what looks to be 10-ball. And it's a race to 12. Dan Yenor challenging Vince DiDio. Dan won the leg. He also was able to choose the game, I believe, because he's the challenger. I don't know. Actually, I take that back. Vince is the challenger. Vince was able to pick 10-ball.
That is correct.
All right. Fun history about Vince. He won the Jesters 5 weeks in a row, and his Fargo went over 500. Now it's below 500 again. But
Yeah.
you can never go back.
Well, I think you can go back, right?
That was a hard rule.
Was it?
Yeah. Once you're over 500, you're done.
I didn't know that.
It wouldn't really be fair to the other jesters. You know, think about someone who's like hanging around 501, then they sandbag a little bit just to hang out in the jesters for 12, 14, 20 weeks in a row. Yeah. Got to have some kind of standards.
All right, Vince gets a pretty good looking table. The 4-ball will be accessible soon. The 5-6 a little weird.
There, we got the chat up. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Please share the YouTube link on Facebook, public profiles, your favorite groups. I know it probably sucks to do it, but we do appreciate it. So grab your phone and do it. This is free. Support.
Is that the Nike slogan?
Just do it. That should be cool. We should have a Nike slogan right on the table underneath P Shower.
All right, Dan's going to get an opportunity to come to the table, and he will have a shot. Nothing too great. 2-ball can get into some trouble here if he's playing the combo.
So for those that don't know, the Jesters match, Patrick was defending his title, had a rough match. Tom.
Envelope.
Well, you guys can watch it if you like. It's on the channel.
Yeah, no, my good buddy Tom, I shoot league with him. Real happy that he came out, got a win today. So congrats, Tom.
Mr. Fauché. I've known Tom for 6-7 years, and he's tough to beat, man. Doesn't matter how good you're playing. He whittles you down. He grinds you.
It doesn't help when you scratch on the 8-ball twice. And
No, that does not help, especially in a race to 7. Jordan says, let's go, Vinny. Welcome, Jordan. We'll see how this goes. So this is Dan's second week.
Second week. It's his first week defending.
Right on. Who did he beat last week?
I
mean, I was in the booth. You'd think I'd remember.
Yeah, me too. Wasn't I in the booth?
I don't know. Were you hunting?
No, I was not hunting. I got on my trusty phone, though. Because, I mean, the weeks, they just blur together after so many.
Oh, yeah. Not trying to put you on the spot, but this is
Derek Shorts.
Oh, yeah. Derek
Yeah.
won like 1 or 2 weeks in a row himself.
I think he just won 2.
At least, yeah. So
Let me see.
he was defending. He had kind of a bad match, if I remember correctly. He wasn't feeling it.
Derek won 2. Yeah, he didn't have his best game last week for sure.
No diss on Dan. Obviously, he played well. He made the balls.
We got safe there. It's going to be tough for Vince coming at this one.
Yeah, you gotta do something with that 4. Do you jump it?
That's a long jump.
Do you masse it or do you kick at it?
I
You got a
think-
couple options here.
I like to kick here. The problem is there's not a lot of good things that can happen. Kick. I mean, it is makeable if you hit it right.
Right.
I mean, but or could hide behind the 7.
Uh-oh. There we go. The red border did stop people from walking through.
Oh yeah, I had somebody walk right through today. That was great.
Yeah. You can just tell them to go ahead around.
That's the same guy that walked through earlier today.
Yeah. And then one guy went back to the bar. The other one's walking around. So I think we figured it out.
All right, so we will be kicking at this.
Well, he got a good hit on it. And
got good.
we call that a European roll.
Oh, man. That one with David Alcady where he just dead centered the pocket and that ball came out.
Yeah, he had so much draw on it. The thing spun out. Crazy.
You know, the announcer says, "Oh, you'll never see that once in 10 million shots." I'm like, I seen Eklund Kachi. He did.
Yeah.
It
It happens more than you know.
It does. It happens quite. It's happened to me a number of times, actually.
So for those that haven't watched the Mosconi Cup, or if you live under a rock, because you can go to Matchroom Pool on YouTube and watch the highlights for free. So I recommend you do that. You can watch day 1, day 2, and day 3. They're like an hour-long highlight. So, like, you're getting everything for the most part. So, yeah, Akaidi shot a ball in the corner, dead center, with tons of draw, and it spun back out of the pocket. And you just don't see that very often.
Yeah, it went all the way down for like half a second. It was gone. And then it just came out like a rabbit out of the hat.
Shocked
Ooh.
him.
There's a miss for Vince.
Yeah, that's not a good start on the 4-ball, but this is one of those testers.
Yeah, difficult, close. It's not too close to the rail, but close enough to make it challenging.
This is one of those shots, though, that can, like, mess with your mindset on the whole match. Because I'm looking at this shot like, I have to make this. And if you don't, and then Vince gets out, you're going to feel bad for like another 3 or 4 games. And I don't know if feeling bad is the right word, but for those of us that play pool, you probably want to break something.
It's the anxiety.
Anxiety, anger, despair. You go through a lot of emotions sitting in that chair. And we saw you go through all of them today.
I don't show emotion other than anger, frustration, happiness.
There was a lot going on there.
I had multiple personalities today.
Oh, well, you know what? If you're going to miss it, I think that's the best way to miss it. You left him hooked.
Yeah, there might be a way there. Maybe a little mistake here. But can he get on the 7 with the mistake? Unlikely. I think he might kick.
I'm surprised he's not jumping this.
He's going with the.
Okay.
Is he jumping or
Full
mistake?
cue. Yep, he was just feeling it out. So another thing that happened in the Mosconi Cup, which was weird, is Wolford broke and knocked a ball off the table while breaking.
I missed that one.
Yeah, that's ball in hand for your opponent.
Yeah, it's all ball fouls in Mosconi.
And then his opponent runs out. I think it was Filler or something. I mean, it's just, I don't know who he played. But it was brutal, right? Like, that shouldn't happen. How many times do you break and have a ball fly off the table?
Oh, man, I don't want to answer that one.
I don't think it's ever happened. Well, cue ball.
Yeah.
That's one. Cue ball's different. I'm talking object ball, just to be clear.
Okay, and was able to get on the 7. That was a nice shot.
Unbelievable.
Very nicely done. Worthy of the replay archives there.
Shelley, deep to jump. Too deep to jump. Well, he did do it.
And he did get good. So,
and we got Anthony saying, let's get it, Yenor. So we got Jordan on Vince's team, and we got Anthony on Dan's team. Shelley, whose team are you on?
all right, so he's got kind of a good angle here just to play natural to the 8. Should get out of this first rack.
Nice little stun.
Now you just got to find out where you want to be to make it easy from the 9 to the 10.
One of these days, I'm going to fix the white balance on this camera.
The what?
The white balance. When we get array clips, remember we used to call it array clips?
Oh, yeah.
If
yeah,
someone's
yeah.
wearing a black or white shirt, it changes the lighting on the table. I fix it, and then it seems like someone unfixes it. I don't know how. Oh. No. Unexpected miss by Mr. Vince.
Miss? I mean, it's the way you want to miss if you're going to miss, but I think Dan's going to be good to make this. I mean,
so yeah, Dan did the same thing to him. Vince jumped out of it.
is he thinking
Here,
about?
let's switch to the rack view so you can see what he's looking at. I mean, that 10 ball's huge.
Yeah, you might be thinking about going rail first. I just kick off the short rail here.
I like it. I mean, the 9 ball's makeable, no matter where you're at.
Yeah, if he makes this 8 ball, he's good. He's just got to focus on making it. The scary thing is it's not that hard to miss this shot. And if you miss, you're more than likely giving up ball in hand because all you got to do is touch the 8 and it goes in. And he hit it good. What are we racing to 12, huh?
Yeah, hopefully we got that right. Is 10 ball for the Knights 12?
It is.
Beauty. My memory never allows me to remember anything when it comes to those kind of details.
I don't remember anything either. Remember?
No, I don't remember. The older I get.
That was my favorite scene from Hangover. He's like, "Hey guys, we don't remember anything. Remember?" I almost died.
I will tell you that was one of those epic movies where the part 2 was actually pretty good as well. I mean, I know it's not as good, right?
Yeah.
But
I think that was one of those movies where you just make one and leave it alone. Like Spaceballs. If they ever tried to do
Harold and Kumar was good. First, second, third, fifth. I don't know how many they made. I just like them all.
I didn't even know they made another one.
I'm sure they did.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm calling shenanigans.
No, anybody out there, help me out here. How many Harold and Kumar movies are there? There's at least 2.
Same actors?
Yeah, Harold and Kumar.
Hmm.
They can't swap them out with like Cheech and Chong.
You'd be surprised what they do in Hollywood.
Yeah, I guess you never know. All right, Dan to break after winning the first game with an epic kick and a 2-ball wrap up.
Don't see a ball dropping. So Vince can have a shot on the 1.
And the 2's not looking pretty, but maybe off the rail, off the 6. We'll see what he does when he gets to it. I'm excited though.
Did that 2 go by the 6 or no? Can't tell from here.
Visualize it.
Is he going? Did he call the early 10? He did not.
So I think you have to go 2-ball off the rail on this shot.
I'd consider firing at the 10 ball.
Well, now that it's moved out into a good spot, that's not a bad option. But what are your percentages? I was talking percentages with MH, and man, he was fighting me every step of the way. Oh, it was brutal. Because there was a couple of times where Tom could have played it safe and put you in a bind, and he went for it. And one time he got out.
Tom doesn't play safe.
I know. He played so aggressive, and he got out a couple times, and that ruined my whole argument.
All right, Dan did not like That 10 ball sitting there.
So he opts to just knock that in and give Vince ball in hand. Are they playing 3 foul rule?
They are. That's
Should be with 10 ball.
could be trouble because Vince can really lock him up here on this 3.
I agree.
And then
I
if he makes that 2, locks him on the 6, really tough to get to the 3. And then, you can play another lockup safe on the 3. So
Well, if he makes the 2, Dan
yeah,
has the option. So
that is
yeah,
correct.
and that's what a lot of people sometimes.
That's right.
8 ball is the only game that you can do that. Okay, he's okay. He's okay. We can do our nice close up, our match room view.
So yeah, probably a smart move there by Dan then, because takes away the early 10 for sure.
Oh, someone's shaking the beam. Are we back at Jason's pool?
No, that happens. It's that camera, I think. The roof shakes, I think.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as when we were in Connecticut, man. That
Um,
building was shaking the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to lock him up behind the 9. You were right about that. So there's not going to be a second foul for Dan unless something crazy happens.
Playing some Elvis out there.
Yeah. Is it worth like busting out the Touch Tones app and playing something? I don't know. I'm in the booth.
The Touch Tones app. I don't even know about this. Oh,
Touch Tunes. I always mix them up because there's a crappy band named Touch Tunes, isn't there?
I thought we couldn't play music on here.
No, you can't. But what I'm saying is we can control the jukebox from our phone.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and I keep calling it the wrong name, so I thought you were giving me. It's Touch Tunes.
Oh.
You open it up, and you can pick whatever bar is in your area. Like, I could play music at the Appleton Legion, the Appleton Indoor Golf, if I want. Like, you can just play music anywhere, like within 5 miles of where you're at.
What kind of hacker nonsense is that? So I could just play like death metal to some like random bar?
Yeah, like the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah, it's not good. But, they don't really care because you're paying money to do it.
All right, so Vince has a shot on the 4 ball. Could possibly run into some traffic here unless he. It's gonna go into that 9 ball for sure. Makes it tricky when you're playing a ball and it's going into another ball. It just complicates everything. Unless he can find a way to thread the needle between the 9 and the 8, maybe with a little forward here. I don't see it happening, but. Okay, smart move, playing safe. And he's going to get there maybe. Yep, I'd call that safe. Possible kick and stick, and that's about it. He's calling, what is he calling, the 9? So he's saying he can see the 4.
Yeah, this is tricky.
Nice
Look
shot.
at that.
Wow. That's a replay shot. I want to see that again.
I think we got a double replay on that one.
That was beautiful.
I mean, unbelievable. Rail first. Ticks the 4. Comboed 9. And
Has a shot on the 4.
has a shot. Very nice.
That's one of them Efron shots. Not a lot of people see a shot like that.
I got to see Efren. I know that he's retired, but he's still playing. One of these days, I hope we get him here at the Apple for an exhibition. I will definitely pay for a challenge match. I'll pay for 5. I mean, we had Earl Strickland here. We had Johnny Archer. We had Rodney the Rocket. We had Bustamante. We had some female pros as well.
Darren Appleton.
Fisher Appleton, yeah. Tyler Steyer and Margaret Steyer are just down the road in Oshkosh. Got a lot of pool activity up here. They just not a lot of on-screen footage of those players.
All right.
We can move to Vegas.
I'm staying put. Interest rates are too high to move anywhere.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, you guys, weren't you trying to buy a new house or something? Or you guys? Still
yeah,
looking
we're
to buy?
buying a factory.
Did you guys find a place? A
No.
factory?
Yeah,
What?
we're going to buy a factory. And then we're going to make little affordable apartments in all the rooms. And we're going to give everybody a place to live for $200 a month.
All right, guys. So apparently we will need an intervention with Chris here very shortly.
There's a waiting list with a prepay. I'm accepting first, last, and 12 months up front from anybody who's interested.
I hit that kind of hard.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is it snicked off the 6 and really took off.
Yep.
Kind of need MH to explain the physics of that one.
So this is going to get tricky unless he gets a good angle from the 7 to the 8. It could pose to be challenging. So not a totally easy out here yet.
He popped up on that. I wonder if Vince has been practicing. Is he in top condition? Because when I played him, he could not miss. He stayed down on every shot, and he cleaned house. Like, he was running 6, 7 balls every rack. And I'm just sitting there like, why did I step up to play? And I'm sure you were having a good old time in the booth watching me just suffer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That was a good time.
Okay, and he got back.
Look
That's
at
a
that.
Nice shot.
That, you know what? That shot looked easy, but it is not. He got a little straight on the 8, though.
Yeah, he might. I mean, I don't like playing past the pocket, but I think in this case, you might choose to just drop back and play past the pocket.
Yeah. It's off the rail. The 10's off the rail enough.
I mean, he could go like, a lot of force follow and come 2 rails, maybe 3.
That's tough, though.
But yeah, I mean, there's a.
That's what he's thinking about, right? I mean, that's why he's taking time here.
Yeah. We'll see. I think he is following it around, so. Because nobody likes playing past the pocket, so I don't blame him for this shot. But it does make it missable. Oh, and he didn't have enough right hand spin on there to get it to come around. Or
I feel like he had left on accident. I don't know. Something weird happened there. But you know what? This bank is not the end of the world.
Well, it's a tough bank. That's a tough bank.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I guess you didn't want to double kiss it.
He had to shorten that up so much. I mean, without double kissing it, that's probably not even a possible bank.
You know what we have here? Another bank. Do you take this?
Yeah, and this is much more makeable here. I'd take this bank over the one Vince just took all day. Not an easy bank, though. If he makes a great shot, if he misses, likely to sell it out here.
It's the way to do it. Look at that focus. Oh, very wide.
Looks like we're going to be tied at 1 apiece after this one.
Uh-oh. Are you trying to commentators curse him?
Never.
He said he wore the Vince shirt just for me because I was bringing it up and everybody was confused.
What is the Vince shirt? Shirt that says Vince?
You don't know?
No.
All right. I'm going to have to do a little research here. Everybody out there, start sharing. I'm doing research. We need more viewers. Take the YouTube link, share it on Facebook.
Good shot.
All right. I got you something here. Oh, don't look.
Why can't I
You
look?
got to wait like everybody else.
Well, I can see his shirt. It says Vince.
His shirt does say Vince. But the reason why it says Vince and why it's interesting.
The color.
Oh, you can't even. You're spoiling it.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Okay.
It's the exact same shirt, and I'll show you. Look at Vince, right?
You know what?
Stare at Vince. Right at Vince. Now, watch this. Vince.
That was a horrible transition.
It's perfect.
I think you did mention that to me like last week.
That's what I was trying to explain. I think that's why nobody understood what was going on, or, so like, it's a big deal if you're a Color Money fan. So he scratched on the break. Vince not happy.
So yeah, our next week will be our last week before we're shutting the stream down for about 2 weeks for the holidays.
And I will not be here next week.
Oh no!
Yeah, you guys are
I'm gonna be solo.
Well, no, I think we'll get Dan in here.
I think my brother Mike will come up here.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
The brothers Glenn back in the booth.
I was almost gonna see if he wanted to play today because had at midnight last night a cancellation for the Jesters. So rooting around trying to find somebody to play today.
It's been happening, a little bit more during the holidays, and we've learned our lesson. We missed the Wausau Open. Typically, we've been canceling these events during any state tournament, but we forgot about that one. So that would have been today, actually.
Yep.
So
still people down there playing.
And Laura made it, so it worked out really nice. A few others that were maybe in that tournament.
All right. 2 coming off the point there. Leaves Vince with a shot. Man, tough to get to the 3. You got to draw this really perfect. Unless you can see another way there. Or you could just roll it and take the tough shot on the 3 as well. That's what he might decide to do. Just roll it in. Chris is doing some weird stuff with the computer here.
I'm always adjusting.
A nice shot there by Vince. A lot of people at the weekly this week. 34 players, $100 added. So pretty full house here today.
That's an excellent weekly tournament. That's more than most people get with 2 months preparation.
Well, 2 more players. It's a perfect bracket, right? 36?
No, 32 is perfect.
32 is perfect.
Increments of 8. Some math thing. See, I play one song, and now people are pumping money into the jukebox.
This is your song?
No.
You played Britney Spears?
No, before. There was 3 songs before.
Chris and his Britney Spears records.
I'm more of a Swiftie. I'd be a Swiftie, if anything.
I know who she is, but I couldn't tell you if I'd recognize her music or not.
Swiftie?
Yeah. I mean, I probably know, like...
She, there's only a couple songs that I really recognize, to be honest with you.
I just know she's with some dude from Kansas City or something, and it's like all they talk about in the NFL now. Like Taylor Swift coming to Green Bay for her boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what?
I mean, imagine. She takes her private jet all the way to Green Bay. Gets, like, escorted to the game. She gets her own booth.
I don't have a private jet yet.
Private security. And then protest global warming. Envelope. Envelope.
I was like, where's he going with this? I'm like, oh, okay. Only Chris.
If I had a private jet, I'd use it too. And I really wouldn't want anyone else to be doing it.
I'm actually taking a trip come March. Me and my wife are going to Punta Cana.
Oh yeah, that's where MH was.
and I wanna fly first class,
Oh yeah.
but they don't fly first class. They're direct. Like
No.
if you want to fly first class, you got to do like layovers and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's horrible.
And I'm like, so
I taught you how bad layovers are now. Hopefully.
yeah, I don't like them, but I'm like, I don't like. You think first class people flying first class would be the ones without the layover, but it's actually people that fly economy that hey, no layover. So I'm like,
You could still get like more legroom in the front row seats. It's not first class. It's just like economy plus.
I know, but I just, you know,
What about an exit
one
row?
time in my life I want to fly first class. Just like, hey, get me a champagne. You
Well,
know, like what?
If it's not this time, I'll give you the secret. If you're ever on like a Southwest flight,
Look at this shot.
wow.
Ooh.
If you're ever on say like a Southwest flight, it's nonstop. You're just economy, right? Right before you fly, the day before, check the flight. You can upgrade to first class for like $40. $40.
Yeah.
Dude, you'll never get a better deal than that. You get like unlimited snacks, drinks. They bring out all the stuff first. They close a curtain.
But like, you know, I'm not talking.
awesome.
I'm talking like real first class though. Like them Southwest flights. Like
That's pretty first class. You get your own booth. I mean, unless you're going international, you're not going to really feel it.
No, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, I got on a flight going overseas, and you know, we happened to be first class, where your whole seat could turn into a bed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
you got to be going over the ocean. For
I
that.
could. Well, that's what I'm saying. I am
Yeah,
going over
well,
the ocean.
Punta Gorda is not that, or wherever you're going.
Yeah, it's pretty far away.
It's just Mexico,
No,
isn't it?
no,
Oh,
no.
I think it's pretty close though. Well, where is it?
It's in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay. So near.
It's still.
It's like going to
flight.
Canada.
No, Canada's 2 hours away. Jesus.
From us, but from the continent standpoint, oh, look at that.
What just happened?
Off the 8, it went in.
Still shooting.
Yeah, stuck with a tough shot on the 7.
Oh, this is good here. Natural of the 8. Roll up.
Yeah, I don't mind just rolling this in. You know, a little bit of pace. You don't want to overhit it. And I don't think you need to overthink this. There's no scratch unless you really stun it in there.
Yeah, and the thing is, it doesn't matter. Even you could get straight, you could get angle. There's multiple different ways to play from the 8 to the 9 here. So no matter what happens here, he should like even this is going to work.
See,
It's
you
tough.
put a lot of thought into it though, and that
Yeah.
made it tougher.
This definitely made it tougher.
You know why? Because he probably was worried about scratching in the bottom left corner. So that when that gets in your head that you can't do those back cuts without using bottom, it gets yourself in trouble. Because if you would have just put natural, maybe a little running English, you would have maybe hit the point down on the bottom right, come 2 rails, 8 ball would have been straight in the
Wonder if
corner.
he's considering safe here behind the 9 and 10. Or
Wouldn't
just-
be a bad option.
Yeah.
Oh, underhit it a little bit, but still tough shot for Vince. Very tough shot.
Yeah, tough shot and tough shape to the 9.
And that's what makes this tough. I mean, you can roll this in and feel good about yourself, but how are you getting on the 9?
Well, I think if you roll it in like you're saying, you're going to have a shot, but it's going to be tough. You're going to be cutting it over.
See if he jacks up here or if he just takes his medicine.
And he's almost right on the rail or close to it.
Yeah, somewhat of a level cue. That's tough to do. That is tough to do.
Well, has the option to give it back if he wants. I think I'd consider giving this back,
I would not.
and he does.
Because if you just snick the 9 on the right side, go 2 rails,
Kick
you're going to
and
leave a
stick.
really tough shot.
Yeah,
No, more of a just right side of the 9. I think he can see it. You just want to cut it really thinly. And you want the cue ball to do the work for you. I mean, if you overhit this, that could be a problem, but yeah, that's what he was thinking. But see, he overhit it.
yeah, it was Tough.
I mean, you got to hit that so thin so the 9 barely moves. You know, and that's tough to do. So I guess in Dan's defense, that was a good choice to give that shot back, and you agreed with him, and it worked out.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be taking that shot. That's tough.
There you go. The Vince. I don't want you to miss Dan's shot. Oh, he kind of hesitated on that stroke. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It felt like there was a double hesitation going forward.
Interesting.
Is that nerves? It's got to be.
I think with that, I mean, a lot of people, I do this all the time, is with shots like that, you're not even looking at the shot. You're looking at where you're going.
Yeah.
And you're more concerned about that. And look, I mean, you got perfect on the 10. And that could have been that. I don't think it's nerves. Dan's a pretty seasoned player.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, these are knights, right? They're no stranger to playing in big tournaments. I mean, Dan's got 50 Fargo points on him, too. Doesn't always mean anything. It's just a number.
Yeah.
So I'm not going there. But
was he spinning around? Spinning a little bit.
I don't think I'd jack up on this.
Nice shot there. It's going to work.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be happy with getting that position from where he was.
He worked hard for it. Almost scratched. He's got a little tricky shot on the 10, but it's no more difficult than, say, a spot shot.
Pretty much what it is. Yeah, a little easier than a spot, but like my money's on Vince to make this one.
You're doing the commentator's curse again.
I curse myself, and that's about it.
Yeah, we all do. We're our own toughest enemies.
Ooh.
That's not going to work.
Wow, almost went into the side pocket, too. To add insult to injury.
So now Dan missed the 9 ball, and he was probably kicking himself. And now he's just got to be just super excited that he's back to the table. Does that erase that mistake now mentally? I mean, Dan no longer has to think about missing that 9 ball because he's still probably going to win this.
Yeah, but not as sweet as if he would have made it.
No, but it sucks to miss. There we go. Is that better?
Is what better?
Now do you understand the Vince shirt?
I don't get it.
Do you know who that is in the picture?
It's Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Do you know Tom Cruise plays in every role that Tom Cruise plays? He's always the best at something. Have you noticed that in all of his movies?
All right.
He's never like the bum or the guy who gets kicked around. He's always the best at everything. Best lawyer, best stockbroker, best pool player.
I'm gonna think of one.
Okay.
Rain Man. He wasn't the best brother. That's for sure.
But he was the best car salesman.
Oh no, he's horrible. His business was going under. Like the whole movie was about him.
All right, I guess you found a loophole.
Oh man. Or how about what was that movie Tropic Thunder? Definitely wasn't the best dancer.
No.
Actually, he was pretty good.
Well, that was also a comedy.
Yeah.
I guess you're right about Rain Man. But I mean, Top Gun, best Air Force pilot.
Well, Iceman was better. He won the award. He was second best.
But in the end, Maverick saved Iceman, didn't he? Or did Iceman
He
die?
did.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So that's
there's
got to
argument
stand for
be there.
something. Yeah.
But back to pool.
Yeah. Well, they were breaking. We had a little break there. Do we have any information about these players?
We do.
Just wondering where they're from, because I
Well,
always forget.
Dan is from Slinger, and well, Vince. I know where Vince is from, but it's not coming to me, and it's not on the questionnaire.
Let's say he's from the South.
Because we asked Vince, "Where are you from?" and he put down blank.
Maybe he's like a secret agent tattoo artist.
Like, how long have these players been playing pool? Dan says for about 20-ish years. And Vince says his whole life, but only serious for the last 4 or 5 years.
Well, that's pretty good. He's coming around. He's already touching like 500 Fargo in less than 2 to 4 years. Means he's picking up things pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I feel like the 610 is going to come into play at some point here.
Unless it gets moved, they're probably going to play to it for sure.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's easy to get to it. You got to get through the 1, the 2, the 3.
Well, I mean, if you get to the 5, as long as you're playing the 5 in the corner of the side, or you could play that 5 in any pocket and get to the 6, really. That 5 goes in all the pockets once they're, balls 1 through 4 are gone. Uh-oh, that's going to be miscue.
Oh, I heard that too.
Yeah. So now the 2 does not go by the 8, so you're going to have to definitely play a nice shot here to get to the 2.
Uncharacteristic miscue there by Vince.
I mean, realistically, right now, the best spot for that 2 ball is the left side pocket. Because there's nowhere really to get the cue ball to play the 2 in the upper left corner, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be...
And it doesn't go by unless it goes by the 8. If it goes by the 8, then, yeah, you can just roll forward here, make it easy. But I'm not sure that 2 goes by the 8 ball. I think he's got to play in between, like, the 5-4 to get a shot on the 2.
Is he shooting this off the 10? No. Okay.
See, this is going to be good.
Ooh.
That's a great
Slight
shot.
rub, but didn't affect it.
That is a great shot.
I'm a fan.
Where's the 3 ball go? Where's it go? Oh. Maybe use the 4 as a stopper.
I mean, it's going to hit the 5 here, unless, yeah, he drew back. Maybe a 2-way. I don't think there's a window there.
Not much of one.
You got to get Mason a cup of coffee. This tournament's too easy for him. He's just yawning while he's beating everyone 4-0. It's nice to see Wes Borchardt here. He's from Green Bay. He knows all the underground players, Ray and John and all. They go to Vegas all the time. Nice
Yeah, I haven't seen John. Was that John Giles, right? I haven't seen him in a while.
John Fields. Oh, yeah, John Giles is here today.
Yeah.
And he's talking about doing a challenge match with either Scott or Frog on the big table.
Yeah.
So that's coming up probably after the holidays. So that's going to revive our Friday night fights or our max action, what we used to call King of the Hill.
I saw John Fields. He played Friday night, right?
He did,
Came
yeah.
out.
It was cool because I was running the tournament for Fong because he was supposed to be busy, and then he shows up. But, I ended up running the tournament for him anyway. And John showed up, Fong, Mason. I know we had a lot of good players there. And this guy named Jeremy went all the way to the finals, like this road player from Ohio.
I saw him.
No Fargo rate. Ends up killing everybody. And he could have beat John, but there was a couple of, weird shots. Oh, he went for the 3-ball combo.
Ooh, that was a tough shot.
Yeah, it was.
Came out okay, though. Oh, no, he might have left a little window here for the 2.
That's our door prize for every new challenger. They get a Ring doorbell. Every 100th challenger.
It's cool. Kendall gave us little, I don't know, like keychains, coins or something for the match today. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, what does it say? I played in the King of the Hill or something?
I played in Gestures.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I'm a jester. Like, can it be taken seriously? I'd rather be a knight. I'm a knight. I'm a king. But no, we're stuck in the jesters for life.
Yeah, jesters, they're tricksters and clowns, right? That's what they are.
Maybe we enjoy pool more, okay? You know, we don't take it so seriously. I mean, I know Patrick whittles with his DeWalt tools and stuff on the weekends. I mean, I've got a job.
I've got a job.
No, I know. I mean, you've worked your butt off, man. I am not saying that. Ex-Marine?
No.
No?
No.
I didn't misquote that.
Yeah, you did.
What do you? Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
There's no such thing as an ex-Marine.
I'm not in the service. I don't know those kind of things. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Is that right?
That's correct.
That's right. Okay. I apologize for that. And for anyone out there listening, one of these days you'll teach me the right phrases for those kind of things. Looks like he's taking a pretty tough shot on the 3 here.
All the way down? These are fun.
They're fun when they go in and you get shape. Oh, that's got a chance.
It's got a good chance it's going to stop
Oh,
short.
no.
Oh, had the line for sure.
Wow.
And hits it any harder, he doesn't really get shape unless he hits it super hard. Just looking at a stop shot here on the 4 ball. 5 to the 6 isn't too much of an issue. 6 to the 7 is okay. Not a lot of issues after this.
We'll see how he gets on the 6. I think that's going to be the key ball.
He's going to roll forward. He's going to roll forward up. I mean, he could draw and play a 6-10 combo, but I don't like that.
Oh, he's even thinking side here.
Yeah. Well, you could roll forward up to it and play it down, or, yeah, the side, but I don't like the side just because where the 7's at.
I agree.
I think if you get straight on the 6, it's really easy to...
All right, he likes the side.
Yeah, and he's got a good angle here, too, to just stop it or pull it back a little. The problem with pulling it back here is you're hitting it a little tough, and you're always able to jar the ball when you're putting any type of speed on it with this angle. They just bounce right off that point.
Not a problem for Vince.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, that one can be tricky. He got a friendly bump off the 8. Maybe planned. It worked out real nicely.
Yeah, he knew if he bumped it, it was going to bump to the right side, so that's just kind of automatic shape. This looks pretty routine here. Oh, I hear sticks crashing out there.
There goes Ray's thousands and thousands of dollars of cues all over the floor.
That's the ultimate shark right there.
Yeah.
You knock somebody else's cues. Ooh, he kind of got a... Oh, he's going to be okay here.
I mean, just roll this in. No matter where you're at, the 10's in.
Yep.
That's how I look at it. I don't try to get perfect on this 10. Just hit it with a medium stroke. Don't need a lot of English here. It's more of a stun shot. You definitely don't want to scratch. That's perfect. Executed that perfectly. I mean, a lot of pool is just don't overcomplicate things, you know?
Gonna tie it up here. 2 apiece. So did you hit a Bears one today? My team won a game.
No, they didn't.
They beat Detroit.
Yeah, but when I left the house, Detroit was getting touchdowns, just walking in touchdowns.
The Bears won.
Did they? Wow. Well, congratulations. That's a couple of wins in the past 25 years.
I didn't want them to win.
Really?
Yeah, because it hurts the Packers if the Bears win. And I'd rather See the
So,
Packers lose.
You're
to
not
the
a Bears
win.
fan. You just have hatred for the Packers.
Right now, yes.
Okay, well, at least you admit it. You're a big man to admit that. That's Patrick Glenn, everybody. So when you're sending tips in, just make sure you put Chris G and
Yeah.
not Patrick.
Like right now, I'd rather have the Bears lose and the Packers lose.
Sure. I get it. You're looking for standings and all that good stuff. I mean, the Packers are having a tough season.
They got a chance to win the division now.
I know, but I mean,
they went from like going nowhere to all of a sudden, in the hunt for the playoffs.
how could
and now
you not like that?
And now they're talking about winning the division.
I mean, just think
Hazy.
Jordan Love. I mean, there's a lot going on there. I mean, that's like an ESPN special on Netflix.
Oh my God, that's all I need to see. All right, so what did he drop there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop the 5 ball.
You haven't used this view quite enough.
Overhead looks a little different.
Yeah, well, Kendall adjusted it and got it squared up.
I like it with a little more room, like being able to see the players walk around the table a little bit.
Yeah, we used to be tight up against the rail, so
Yeah.
this is a little more out. But yeah, I agree with you. Maybe a touch more. Does he have a tattoo on his head? I wonder if he did it himself. That would be tough, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
I have to ask him later. It's like giving yourself a haircut, but much, much harder.
I know a lot of Marines that were able to cut their own hair. And not just shave their head, like they're able to like fade the back of their head.
Really?
Yeah,
They use a Flowbee?
no, they could like actually fade the back of their head. And I'm like, I don't know. It's hard to do on someone else.
If you have mirrors, that show you all the angles, maybe.
Yeah, but it's still tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to do on someone else, let alone.
Oh,
wow.
Come on now. Both balls in. Ball in hand for Vince. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? He's got the 2 ball. Somehow, you got to get shape on the 3.
Well, it's just kind of stun out to it.
I like that. Shelly said the only difference is the tats from Vince to Vince. I'm guessing. The Vince comparison.
Oh.
Now that you've learned something, you'll have to watch The Color of Money. I guarantee you watch that movie, you're going to come and you're going to want to play pool. They made a whole generation of pool players. They need a Color of Money 3.
Oh.
Or maybe another
Nice
installment.
shot.
Maybe Vince can be the backer now sitting at the bar, the older guy.
It's crazy that he doesn't age, though. I mean,
It's all CGI.
wow. Almost got too far. Yeah, he got a little far.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's unbelievable. He went through all that.
Yeah, hard to judge that speed. When you got to go through that much traffic. Not an easy shot there. He might decide to play safe here. There's a safe available, I think. Just float that 4 up above the 8. I think you'll have some blockers.
Just so you can see it. I mean, that if he tried to cut that would be a difficult cut.
I think he's going to float the 4 up above the 8. Oh, he's going the other way with it, which is going to work just as well.
Got a nice bump there. It's looking good. Two in a race to 12. Oh, we got the Christmas music playing.
Christmas music. And good hit. And leaves a shot.
I think Vince is going to capitalize on this one. I mean, you don't get many good chances, and this is one of them.
This is a weird shot, though, because I don't know if he can play between the 8 and the rail.
I just drop back.
Yeah, he might have to come around, though.
I mean, even if you just leave it there. I mean, you want to be on the rail. You need an angle on the 6, but you should be able to get between the rail and the 5 or the 8.
That's what I'm talking about, right there.
Well, yeah, but he hit it thin. I don't know. It's been tough today. Everybody's kind of got their own flow.
See, does he have this shot? I think he does, actually.
Yeah, you can almost see down the barrel here. He definitely has it, but he wanted an angle. Because what's the best here? You draw back, maybe get a stop shot out of this?
I don't see
Unless
it.
he's going to use top. Yeah, he doesn't like it because it's tricky. Now he's drawn. So I think he switched from follow to draw, and he did get up, which is a smart move. Yep. You know what, though? What are you going to do with that?
Oh, that's so crucial. Like when your opponent misses a shot and then you walk up to the table and this is what you got.
It's like you're happy to be at the table, but at the same time, yeah, Dan's face says it all.
You're
like,
how? How
many times in a row can this happen to me? Many.
I got the answer to that question. Infinite times.
Infinite, huh?
Infinite.
All right, we got contact and a rail. Little dust on the screen there.
I'm like, what is Chris doing to the screen over here?
I couldn't tell if there was something on the ball. Need a little Windex. All right, another safety. Well, I mean, this is one of those shots where can you hit it and just leave the cue ball there next to the 9? Maybe go 3 rails.
You could almost double kiss this in.
That'd be a fun shot.
It's there. I mean, it's playable.
It's off the rail, so he's just going to do a ticky. Little ticky.
But, yeah, if he hits that shot harder, probably goes in, but you don't get much on the 7 either. It's going to be an interesting safety battle we got going on.
Yeah, nobody wants to shoot this. Someone's going to have to play a better save. Because you can do this for a long time.
Well, the key is to find a way to thin this 6 and get distance from the 6.
Yeah, and if you can freeze the cue ball or the 6 to the rail.
Like right here, he should be able to thin the 6, leave it on the rail, and get this cue ball down table. That's going to make it much harder for Dan to deal with when he comes back. So, as long as you get this cue ball away from it, yeah, it's going to work just good. Because now the whole ticky-tack shot thing is taken away here.
And it looks like the 6 is off the rail. So he's going to kick at this, maybe. Nope. Another ticky. I can't tell. I'll tell you, it kind of seemed like it was on the rail.
Yeah, definitely.
But it wasn't. There must have been just a little bit. And I'll tell you that looking at the gray cloth makes it much harder to see when things are frozen on the rail. You almost have to get a flashlight. Blue cloth makes this easier to see. See, I'm telling you, it's tough.
They're probably going to call for a rough.
Well, if you go out there, turn on your flashlight. If
Yeah.
you see light go through, that's the only way you're going to know. I don't know what it is about the gray cloth, but it makes these impossible to see. It makes you cross-eyed trying to look at it. I don't know.
I mean, I think if you're looking at it that hard, I'd just call it on the rail. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, but nobody wants to sell out here. Vince has the right idea, though, because he's going to hit the rail, maybe even two. Okay. Maybe they called it on the rail. Interesting shot. It's leaving a makeable shot, but very tough.
who drew first blood was Dan. He won the first game. And then we just been going back and forth.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I believe so.
Well, he's thin though. So he's trying to play safe. I think he's trying to get between them. Not playing safe.
Yeah, it needs that 8-ball to get in the game, and I think
It's good.
might be easier to come up one rail and kick at this. I kind of like the long rail. But pretty easy to sell out no matter how you do this. He called the pocket down by him, upper left. Maybe the 8-ball? Oh, and the 6 is going to go in. No, that's going to put the brakes on.
Wow. I thought it was going to roll all the way in.
I feel like the table's a little slower today
I mean,
from what I've seen.
yeah, since that ball stopped like that.
I mean, it's cold out. Humidity's down. Got
What was
new
it?
arena lights.
Friday night, it was 60 degrees out here.
Yeah,
That was
loved it.
I was like, holy crap.
I know. Keep doing it. Give us a week of a little cold and then like a nice warm weekend.
As long as I don't have to shovel my driveway or snow blow it, I'm good.
Don't you have a DeWalt snowblower?
No.
Oh.
Got it. Aaron's.
Me too. I bought mine used. The guy didn't know how to adjust it. I got a really good deal.
Or
It was like brand new.
they make good snow blowers.
Yeah, especially back in the day, I think everything, has changed a little bit. Costs have gone up, but we'll see. Mine continues to work.
That's what I call when in doubt, draw it out. I mean, there's not much room to screw that up if you're just straight drawing it. The minute the ball's hanging in a pocket, weird things can happen if you're going off rails.
And it takes a good stroke. You got to hit the ball straight. And it's a lot of skill to do that. He's left himself with kind of a back and forth to get to the 8. It's more of a speed shot than anything.
He's going to
he's
try to
just
hold
gonna-
it. Now, this is going to be a tough shot. Unless he... Actually, the bank shot here is not that tough of a bank, actually. See,
I don't like it.
Yeah, playing it down is tough. This bank shot, I mean, you're just thinning the 8, really.
Well, and now he's got to go back and forth for the 9. So which back and forth was easier? Probably the 7.
These usually go right into the point. Wow, he hit it good.
Drills it back and forth. Shot on the 9.
That
Great
was,
shot.
The shot of the night is what that was. That was beautiful. Not an easy shot there. It's looking pretty good from here.
For the lead.
And to continue the back and forth. I think that's what we've been doing.
Ooh, a little thick, but it's
Ooh.
in the hole. All right, all right. We got 3-2. Race to 12. Dan's in the lead.
Both players joking a little with each other there. It's good to see.
I like how Vince's girl's not allowed to cross the red barrier.
That's what, I did the same thing with my wife. I'm like, go sit over at that table.
Yeah, she kind of took off on you.
Well, yeah.
She stuck you with a meal on your tab and left. Yeah.
She was like, you're playing like crap. I'm out of here.
Well, I mean, you don't want to be the cause of it, right? Like, I don't know how I would play if, like, my family was watching. I don't know if I'd play better or if I'd be more nervous. I don't know.
Well, it was kind of cool that she came. I always ask her, like, come and watch me play. Come and watch me play. She never comes. She kind of surprised me today.
Well, and I was talking to her as if she was watching on TV, and then I noticed she was sitting right there.
Oh, really?
Right in front. Yeah, she waved a couple of times, and I was like, Jenny's here. She's not at home. Having technical difficulties with whatever internet you got over there in Sherwood.
The Sherwood.
We'll get you set up. We'll get you some Ubiquity equipment. We'll get you some enterprise level stuff. Battery backup. It could be the end of the world and you could still be browsing TikTok.
All right, has a shot on the 2. Should have a shot on the 3.
A little rattle there. Don't think that's a shot that Vince wants to take. I don't know if he can cut that in or not.
Doesn't look like it.
It's really close looking at the table.
There's a pretty good safe right behind the 6, though. Send a 2 ball, 2 rails. And then hide behind the 6.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't get behind the 6.
Well, he got behind the 3.
Left a sliver of the 2. Ain't going to do him much good unless he super cuts this over in the corner. There is a line to it.
Very strategic play so far in this match. So if we're going par for the course, Vince should win this game.
Correct. Yeah, we've been going back and forth, so.
Well, he's got an opportunity here.
2 to the 3 looks pretty promising.
I don't mind it. 2 rails, maybe bump the 5 or the 10.
Key is he's got to miss the safe ball. He doesn't want that ruining the party here.
Oh, and for the bank to clean it up a little bit. 2-way. Seems like every time Dan comes to the table, he doesn't have a shot.
Yeah, and there's no easy way to the 2 here. There's no 1 rail kick. The 4 kind of takes the 4 and the 7 take it away. I mean, you almost stuck doing a massé or a jump around this 3.
Every ball is a rail.
Not in 10 ball. You got to hit your ball first.
So Ray popped in on the 3rd mic and said that, and MH and I are like, where'd that come from? I didn't push the button.
Oh, did he say it just like the bite?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It was unbelievable.
Every ball is a rail.
Going for the jump. Maybe a jump masse. I don't know. Looks like he's aiming differently. Yeah, it looked like he was aiming away from it.
Yeah.
Just a touch. I mean, he had to miss the 9, so I get it. So here's another opportunity for Vince. He's got the 2 and the 3 for sure.
I think he's good all the way to the 5. Oh, man. Even a 5-10 combo in there if he wants it.
Got the Christmas trees up, the lights, the holiday spirit.
Notice that. Oh, yeah. Wonder who came and did all that.
Well, since yesterday the place was closed and all these pool tables were not in this room, whoever put them all back probably. Staff here has been kicking butt and taking names.
He kind of
Oh.
got a little funny here.
Yeah, I'm not liking this 3 ball. You can kick at it and you can jump at it. Must be some mirror system with the parallel shift. He got his point for the kick. But the problem is he was so jacked up on it. You saw the ball curve. He must have had a lot of top on it. That does affect the return angle quite a bit. Is that 2 fouls? I thought they were trading off with ball in hand.
They're each on a foul, I guess.
I don't think that Dan's going to foul here.
Well, Vince is on one, so if he wanted to, he could probably put him in jail here.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of that rule come into play.
You're typically not going to see 3 fouls a rare thing.
Yeah, I mean, unless someone scratches on the break and you have a perfect opportunity to get them on 2, you don't typically see it late in the game.
Yeah, 3 foul happens, scratch on the break, and then...
Yeah, because you get that automatic one,
Yep.
Ball in hand. Why not try for 2? Once you got them on 2, you're feeling pretty good about it.
Ooh, did he hit the 6 first? No.
That's what I was thinking, but
That was a good hit.
yeah, it came off the 3.
Yep.
Left himself a tricky shot on the 4.
Yeah, not an easy shot.
Opts to play safe.
Uh,
I mean, he would have much rather locked him up on the 10 or the 5.
yeah.
So,
Dan is on 1 right now. Vince is on 1 right now, so...
yeah, if he doesn't get a good hit here, I guarantees Dan should probably be going for it. But I don't think he's not going to get a hit here. This is a pretty basic geometry. Might not make it, but you should get the hit.
I don't know. Go to the overhead view real quick. See what it looks like.
Oops.
Yeah, that's not routine. Kind of a funny angle with the 8 sitting there. Got the good hit.
Oh, no. I'm looking at the 10. This overhead view is perfect for that.
I mean, that might be there, but I don't know.
I think it is.
I mean, you gotta call it. Like, if there's a chance it goes, you're calling it. So, I'm gonna say he's gonna call that 10 ball.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. 4, 5, 10 combo in the side.
You hitting the right side of the 4 or the left
Well,
side?
it's
of the 4?
frozen, so
Yeah.
you just got to, I mean, all you can really do is
Yeah, but
spin-induced throw.
Exactly. So it does matter though where you hit this ball. What's going to give you the best chance to make it? And it goes.
Wow. Unbelievable. What a shot.
Some really bad camera work there though.
That was excellent. Close up on the money ball.
Did you see that on the Mosconi Cup? It was driving me crazy. There were like the player he'd be in his backstroke as he shot.
Oh, yeah, they kept switching.
They would switch the cam so you couldn't even see the ball get hit or nothing. I'm like, what are they doing?
Yeah, that's a tricky one probably because I feel like they have so many cameras that they try to get the balls moving.
Oh, it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, they don't stay in an overhead position for very long. It's a lot of close-up shots.
There is so many shots where like the player would shoot and then you're like, well, did it go in?
Right.
And then you don't even know because like they switching the camera angles to nothing. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, especially during Scotch when you got 4 guys in the ref walking around the table. They were blocking a lot of shots. You couldn't see anything.
Yeah. All right, so this is the first 2-game lead of the match. Oh, where's that
There
cue
it
going?
goes.
That thing-
Yeah. Does the 10 go off the 6?
I'll tell you what, the table must be pretty level for the ball to do that. I mean, that ball rolled straight down the rail.
I think the 10 may go off the 6 in the corner. That tangent line is very close.
You saying playing the 1 into the
I wouldn't
5?
do it now. I think I would probably go 1, 2, 3, and then if it's there, I mean, you got to look at it. I mean, as a player, everything looks different on TV, but if you hit the 5, there's a good chance it's going to carry him off the 6 there and go towards that bottom left pocket.
Might be right.
I like it.
I'd be dumb enough to play it.
I mean,
For
it's
sure.
there. I really think it's there.
I think you're right. I think it's got a good shot. Depending on where that. Yeah, I mean,
he's playing for a pretty basic leave on the 3. Yeah, and that's going to get him out for the 5. Ooh, not enough.
does that 5 go anywhere though? I don't think that it does. I mean, you can bank the 5 in the side. You know, there's that.
I think he's trying to play that shot. Did it come out enough? That's enough. It's enough to try it. We'll see what he calls here. I mean, because I don't think the 5 goes in the corner. Yeah, so he's calling the 10. So this would be a 5-10 combo. Carry him off the 6. Top left corner.
We had a wild one last game. Did we get another one? Nope.
Oh. The 6 was actually thicker than I thought. Unbelievable.
And a pretty decent out here for Dan.
I saw it too, Vince. Don't kick yourself too hard. It looked like it was dead.
I don't know. I think it was one of those that has a chance. I don't know if I'd play it or not, but
I mean, it was so close together. You got to look at the tangent lines, and I mean, he missed it by a couple inches, so it wasn't as close as I thought.
Eight's sitting in a nice spot. Once he gets on the 7, this could be another rack for Dan.
Got a lot of good players in the Sunday tournament. Wes, Bart, Ray, Mason, Susie Quall,
Fong's been doing good lately. He's in
John
the
Lewis.
top
Yeah.
3 top. I mean, he's always making it all the way to the end every night.
Well, he plays in 3 a week. You got to get top 5 once in a while, right? I mean,
I'm just saying.
he makes sure he puts himself on table 7. He loves that table. I joke, of course. No, Fong always shoots well, and he's been playing well since he played at Sharks Club. I mean, he's been playing for years.
Nice shot there by Dan. Nice control. Just stunning it over. Slight angle. All right, starting to extend the lead. Long race here, though. We're going to 12.
Yes, sir.
A lot of match to be played.
We're at the hour and 20-minute mark, and I know that we kind of had it idling for maybe 10. So we've played 7 games in about an hour. Pretty average.
Yeah, it's about average.
Especially for 10 ball. They're playing very strategic, too. I mean, they're not just breaking and running here. Each player has at least 4 attempts each at each table. Well, I mean, with safeties and clusters, what are you going to do? I don't think it's that much. I think the last game was probably the quickest game of the match.
Yeah.
All right, Dan to break. He's up 5-2 against Vince. We should get some orange dreams.
You want some
next
orange
time she
dreams?
comes by.
All right, yeah. I'll wave down.
It looked like she had one in her hand.
Like, come back.
Yeah,
Come
that's
back.
my orange dream. I get one every other week.
I'm a 2-a-week orange dreamer.
Yeah?
Then my wife went and found this new ice cream called, like, Orange Sickle or something.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, oh, no. It's so good. It's like sherbet. It's really good.
Well, that's what those little pop-ups used to be. They used to be in the little circles and they just
Pop-ups.
pop up.
That's
Yeah.
what it tastes like.
Yeah. Those are the best, man. The good old days.
They don't make them anymore, do they?
Oh, I'm sure you can find them.
Really? Pop-ups?
I think, is that even what they're called? Push-ups?
Push-ups.
Push-ups?
No,
Yeah.
pop-ups, I think. Pop-ups, I'm going with it. Lock it in.
Locking it in. I'm looking. I'm like the guy on
I don't think they're going to
Joe
name
Rogan.
ice cream after an exercise. Oh, what a shot there by Vint. Did he call that? He did call it, but he's like
Yeah.
not happy with it. I'm like, why are you not happy with that shot?
I mean, you're never happy with anything in pool.
This is true. They are push-ups. Pop-ups.
They're both.
They're both. What
Yeah.
the heck?
Popsicle makes pop-ups and Nestle makes push-ups
Who would have ever thought to put ice cream in a toilet paper roll?
with a straw and plastic. Let's be as wasteful as possible and sell billions of them. Envelope.
Yeah. All right, that's a good decision there, but I think he has left the 1 ball, but no easy way to the 2 here, so I think you will see Vince get back to the table.
Little Otis Redden in the background. It'd be a great day to be playing pool. Jukebox has been kicking today. Went for the bank and made it.
All right, where is the safe here?
I think you just Larry Ryder to this. No, that's why I like 9 ball. Just wing the 9. Something will go.
I wonder if he's thinking about kicking it in the side. That'd be interesting.
Oh, he's looking at the tangent line there. Off the 9, where does it go? So that could be part of the safe. Interesting.
Oh, split the 7. If he doesn't hit that 7, it works out. It's a good idea. Does give Vince a shot, though. Ooh, gets to roll in. You know, normally I'm pretty like warm in this booth, but today I'm a little chilly.
Hey, you got the cold air blowing on top of you there. But it's nicer than being overly hot. Let's stick with something. Usually it's like 110 in here,
Yeah, it's not
like
good.
a sauna.
I think Vince is going to want to capitalize on this game. If it gets 6-2, puts Dan halfway to the mark. So I think Vince wants to keep it as close as he can.
Our newest sponsor there, PSBC. It's a billiards club on Facebook. One of the Peach Hours.
Hey,
Good group.
weren't we going to do some podcast or something with somebody? Was that them?
Oh no, that was I think that was, what's his name? Molina Mike. Which is what, Windows Open? We haven't done it yet. I know that. I think we're waiting for the right moment. We'll have to set up a couch and a couple cameras, and it'll be the best video meeting ever.
So Dan pretty hooked on the 3-ball here. He's got a path to it.
Steps to success, as Giannis would say. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, he can see the 3, but not a lot going on. I don't think he can make it.
You can make it. Can you make it without scratching? I think so. It's a tough shot. It's a really tough shot.
I see it right now. Kick 310 off the 9 in the side.
Interesting shot there.
But that's probably a smarter play. I think that's going to bring out the jump cue.
Yes, sir. Going to be going up and over that 4. Oh, maybe he can see it.
Yeah, it might be an angle there. Just by the 4.
Spinning around it maybe just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, a little swerve shot. You shot a couple of those today.
All right. Yeah, I miscued bad on one of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, though, right? I mean, it's a masse. It's not the easiest shot in the world, that's for sure. You played good. Just weren't feeling it maybe like last Sunday.
Yeah, I was definitely not in my element today. Oh, I thought he rattled that, but it went straight in the heart of the pocket. Shot on the 4. Tough way to the 5. All right. This is not easy to get to the 5 here. It's a great shot. Does it come off the rail? It does.
Just enough.
Yep, that'll work just fine. Now the 7 is in an awkward spot here. He might even if he can find a safe here, might consider it, or play the 5 off of the 7. That would help the rack. Ouch, that's gonna sting. Ooh,
Not happy.
Smash the stick. Even with ball in hand, this is not a fun shot here.
I mean, does it go in the side?
No,
Not at all.
not even a compression shot there. Like sometimes if it's like right on that outer point there, you can like smash it right through it, but it's just on there too solid, I believe. Chris is going to try to zoom in on it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there.
But I'm saying this is still because you got to play it past that other point, and it's you don't have a lot of reference. You know what I mean? Because it's
It almost looks
Yeah.
like it goes, but you got to remember that point does stick out.
yeah, this is not fun. Great shot.
Drills it.
That was a great shot. Even with ball in hand, that shot, I'm telling you, set it up, practice it. Not an easy. That's not a give me shot.
Hit that well, and he's got options on the 8. Uh-oh, Ray might be coming back.
South strip.
I can't tell if he just played Mason or if he played Wes, but I think he won. Ray's always kicking butt in the weeklies.
I like just rolling forward here. I don't try to get fancy. I mean, you could draw it all the way to the rail and back, but I think you just kind of roll it and take your medicine here. Because he is kind of like on the wrong side of the 9. I mean, you could, if he draws it, there's a lot of things that could go wrong if he's drawing it to that left side or the right side as we're looking. Looks like he's just going to roll it.
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah.
tried to go 2 rails. Definitely made it a little more difficult.
Oh, but he gets a little bit of a roll there.
Yeah, he does. That's an excellent roll.
That's harsh. You know, when when your opponent misses a shot, there's only one blocker on the table, and then it comes into play.
Right.
Like that's just
Yeah, what are the odds
It's
of that
just-
happening?
so brutal.
But it happens so much.
Yeah. See what he does here with this 9. This is a lot of weird things can happen here. Oh, it's going to set up a nice 9 ball on the
Oh,
side.
brutal. I mean,
Easy.
that's the second safe that he tried where thinning the ball was key. Tough to do.
Play this one of 2 ways. You could play a 10 ball in either pocket, either corner, depending on what feels more comfortable for him. It is kind of natural to just come down on the short side of it.
Yeah, I like just rolling this.
Yeah. Get aggressive, come back across. Yeah, I think that's how I'd play it.
Yeah, I might have hit it a little softer, maybe not so much inside. But I mean, same results.
Yeah. All right, Vince finding a little bit of a rut here.
Yeah, that makes it 6.
6-2. So Dan halfway to the promised land. Let's race to 12.
Vince disappeared.
It's break time. I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back.
All right. You grabbing me an Orange Dream?
I'm grabbing you a glass of milk.
That'll work too. I like milk. I'm from Wisconsin. I like cheese too. All right, Dan to break. Oh. Wes is in the booth. We got Wes and we got Ray. Either one of them might be a guest speaker here. We got Ray running in the back.
Every ball is a rail.
Every ball is a rail.
Every ball is a rail. How you doing, Ray? Did you win the
Good.
hot seat?
Hells yeah, I got him, baby.
Who'd you play, Wes
is
or
a-
Mason?
This is a tough tournament. Mason, yeah.
Oh, that is tough.
Mason beat Wes. I beat Mason, and this thing is just full of monsters. It's great.
It's been like that. I mean,
I know.
Friday was pretty tough too. We had some road players from Ohio with no Fargos playing well over 650. It's been brutal, but it's been fun.
Even Johnny Fields is here in the back. I see Colin back there. Like, these guys aren't even in the tournament. It's just
Oh,
a freaking bloodbath all over this pool hall.
yeah, John. He's on the 3-cushion billiards table. He found a new love. He found a cue sport that he doesn't hate. I'm pretty sure that's his words exactly. He's actually having fun again. So
Awesome.
it might be cool to see John on the 3-cushion table every day.
Who's that? Ray's in the booth?
You know it.
What's up?
Raisin in the booth.
Scandor. Scandor.
Hashtag South Strip.
AKA Mark Bell's champion.
Mark-
AKA
Mark
Wayne
was
King, AKA yeah, Mark Bell. He loved telling everybody I was his champion.
Yeah.
I think it was the opposite. It was not my champ or something.
Hashtag not my king.
Not my king. That's it.
Something, yeah. He's a good hater. And you gotta have haters.
We should stream. We're going to get a camera on the 3-cushion billiard table when we get some people that play it a little more regularly. Maybe make sure the rules are set in place, make sure everybody's doing it right. I think John said he got 4 in a row, which is not easy to do, by the way. It's like a 10-foot table.
I don't know much about that.
I got you a prize.
I'll take one. Is it a snickerdoodle?
Oh no, I forgot about those.
No, these are good too. What is it? Chocolate chip, scratch made kitchen here at Mad Apple Burger and Billiard, Appleton, Wisconsin. Oh, these are freshly cooked.
Dude, there's this bakery. It's right over. Man, where's it at? I think it's like on Wisconsin, by that furniture on Wisconsin.
Simple Simon?
I don't know. It's like a bakery. Like they make Kringles.
Yeah, that's Simple Simon.
Oh man,
They've been around since the 50s.
we just ordered a Kringle for Christmas there, and it's like their award-winning Kringle. I've never tasted
Oh wait,
something so good.
is this by the mall?
No, it's like by the furniture store over there on Wisconsin. And
Yeah, that's that new
something-
place. It's
yeah,
like
it's-
Dave's or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just opened up a little
Mhm.
while ago. But
Never
yeah,
mind.
they got some cookies and they got all sorts of goodies. I walked in there and I'm like, I have to get out of here. There's so much goodness in that place.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go there. The wife won't do it. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, it's right on the corner. It's near the mall. Over by WG&R Furniture.
$43 for a fruit cake, and like for a big Kringle, like a regular size Kringle's like $40 or something.
Wow.
Yeah, they're expensive.
I'm telling you, those places, they're like pop up, fads. Now, the funny thing is, Krispy Kreme opened up in Appleton. They didn't last more than 3 months. Nobody bought them.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. Everybody was in a health kick or something.
I was watching a documentary on Krispy Kreme, and there was this college student. It's kind of the reason like they started expanding. They didn't have Krispy Kreme in the state where he went to college at, so he would drive like 4 hours to his home state,
What?
and he would rent a box truck, fill it with Krispy Kreme, and drive to his college campus and sell it, make a big profit.
Oh yeah, bring that to the police department.
Well, Krispy Kreme caught wind of it, and instead of like taking him to court and all that stuff, they went on a business venture with him and expanded.
Yeah, why not? Open up a little pop up in the mall or the college or whatever.
Well, yeah, they're like, well, where do you think you're gonna sell Krispy Kreme at a college campus? And they're like, yeah, location, location, location.
Yeah, another success story from college, where someone probably dropped out and did something different.
Vince with a pretty good looking table here.
Yeah, you got a little weird on the 7.
Not weird enough because
Wow,
drilled it.
how do you hit that?
Not good enough because he's not happy. He don't like the position on the 8.
I don't like the position on the 8.
Yeah, it's not.
Ray, do you like the position on the 8?
I mean, if there's a scratch angle here, I really don't like it. But if there's no scratch angle, all you do is make this ball. Then yeah, just make it. Deal with the 9. 9's in the center table. You got 6 pockets.
I think he's a favorite to make it here, but that side pocket is scary, man.
Yeah, just cut it thin. Make it. Don't worry about the cue ball at all.
Oh,
Come in the booth, give us each a hug. We'll be good.
yeah, I'd like a hug.
That booth is kind of tight already.
You know what's funny though? Vince kicked it into gear though.
Let's go, Vince.
I mean, this is if he's going to do it. He said to himself, "This is the chance that I've got." He ran the table. He's got it. He's got 4. We're back in it. We're actually watching pool. It's the Vince I remember. At least when I played him, he never missed.
Who commentated that game? Was I there that week when you guys played?
Yeah, I think it was you and maybe MH. That was so long ago, man. I was out of it.
What is he trying to say?
I don't know. I thought he said something about the break, player break.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought he said.
he's got to go take a.
Here,
The break.
well, you can see Dan there walking outside. We can see Vince taking a walk. They both need a break. We probably need a break. Look, you can see Robbie over there. You can see Robbie's daughter hanging out.
Oh, they've been here for a while.
They must
Is
be doing
Robbie-
something on the 9-footer.
Is he playing today? In
I
the
don't
tournament?
know. He's
There's
just
a
hanging
ring
out.
game back there.
That's what it is.
Colin. I know
Oh.
Lagoo was here earlier. He made a nice donation to the game for the love of the game.
So if that's the case,
'Tis the season.
is John playing on the carom table or is he playing on?
All the hustlers are back there. They're just waiting for us to get out of this booth and give it away.
Take
give it
our
away.
money.
Give it away. Give it away now.
Here, we'll get a little sneak peek at the action back there.
Yeah, it's Wes, Lil John, the Bank King, Colin, and Robbie's just running out. They're all watching. Robbie just.
I think
running
Colin
out.
was up here Saturday. I came up here to watch the last bit of Moscone. He was up here.
John Giles.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
true.
Giles is back there.
Yeah.
Nothing but do you want? If you're mad at your money, go ahead and go back there. Jump in that game.
I'll tell you what, that's a challenge for some people. How fast
Challenge
can you
for
get
anyone.
here?
Yeah, that's a great challenge.
Yeah, you don't see this in the pool hall every day, where you got this many monsters playing on the 9-foot table, big table, 9-ball ring game. I'm assuming.
You know what I?
you think Wes knows he's on TV?
Challenges.
Probably not.
No.
Which camera is this one? Is this the one up over here?
Yeah,
That's the one you can move around?
correct. It's the only one. Well, I mean, you got this one too, but it's not so good.
Wes
You
has
try
got
to
that-
zoom in on this, it looks really bad.
Wes has that Mosconi Cup shirt on. You guys talk about that at all yet?
I mean,
A little bit.
yeah.
Not much to talk about.
Yeah.
What was it, 11-3
Yep.
final score?
Yeah, Shane and Fedor are the only ones that scored points for the team, I think.
Well, and Shane, when he won that, he felt good. I think that was a nice release for him to actually come around and
They said it was his first victory against Filler in the Mosconi Cup
really.
in 5 years. Yeah.
Shane,
Yep.
I love Shane, but he seems to struggle in the Mosconi Cup. I don't know.
I think our team struggles in general.
So Shane got a point. I know they teamed up for a point, and then the third point was Fedor.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Singles.
Fedor got a point.
Like on day 2 or no, maybe that was day 1. It was like the Federer show.
Definitely not day one.
Yeah. Day one was all Europe.
We got
did-
0.00 repeating day one.
Yeah.
And that's
Four-
the most exciting day.
It wasn't 4-1 by the end? Oh, maybe
it was not. No.
Wow. Oh, there's Fong.
He didn't want nothing to do with back there.
Yeah. He's like, wait a minute. I'm going to go play cribbage. I'm good at that.
I could be wrong. I mean, I was pretty sure Fedor got a point on one of his singles matches. I know Shane did for sure against Filler, and then I think him and Fedor teamed up and they got a point in a Scotch doubles match.
Yeah, it was just brutal because they had Fedor play a doubles match, a singles match, and another match, and they were just like, this guy is going to win everything for us.
Well, day two, yeah, they
And he
lined
had
him up.
so many troubles. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him, because
Yeah, he had to play Filler. Then he had to play, I think he played FSR right after. So he plays literally two of the best players back to back. Then he plays Scotch doubles with Shane right after. So he's in 3 lineups, 3 matches on day 2.
we're still on a player break, if
I love
anybody's
the
wondering.
strategy there. I love the strategy there, by the way.
I don't think that Jeremy
Didn't
did
work
anything wrong. Honestly, I don't have anything wrong with the players, the coaching. I think our team can actually beat the European team. I just think a few things went wrong on the first match, first day, and I think that kind of set a mental tone for the rest of it.
Well, I hear a lot of people complain about the format, and I'm like,
I mean, what's wrong with the format?
well, that's what I'm saying because, they say that they want it competitive, right? And if you want something competitive, then you do make it a short race because it's anybody's match, really, in a short race. I mean, if you make it a longer race, like someone did an interesting analysis on Team Europe, like their average Fargo on the team was like 7 whatever. It was like 20, 30 points higher than Team USA. And the average Fargo rate for Team Europe puts them at number like 3 in the world or 2 or number 5 in the world or something. And then US is sitting at like 25. So there's a little bit of a difference. It's not a lot,
Right.
but if you keep it a short race, I think that makes it more competitive. You put a longer race in, then I think the edge starts going to the other team. So I think the format's right.
I mean, you got to keep it fun and fast, too. Like, nobody wants to watch, like, 4-hour matches on a Mosconi. I mean, they just want to scream and hoot and holler, and they want to see flukes. They want to hear extensions. Extension.
Yeah, I mean, even though we lost, I still enjoyed watching our players. They played good. We
Yeah.
got some weird things happening. Like, Shane missing the first day. He missed those 2 shots. Like, ever in a million years.
I don't know
would
how
you-
he missed all that stuff.
Yeah, would you think ever in a million years he misses that? No, it's some weird stuff that.
I feel like he was sick or something, because didn't he, like, not show up for day 2? He wasn't even in the arena.
Odd.
He didn't show up day one.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, and Woodford played, I thought, really good. He made some great shots where he was left tough by his partner and, kind of saved the day.
How long of a player break are we going to have here?
Yeah.
2 hours in the match. We got to get this moving.
Should I go out and say something?
Well, Vince will be back, right? And then I guess if it happens again, we'll say something.
Well, I always tell him one break. per
Oh,
player. So
I get it. You need
Yeah.
a mental break. Go outside, get a little fresh air, slap yourself in the face a couple times.
Well, how about that? Here you go. So put yourself in the mind of one of these players. You're down 6-3, let's say, and you call for your break. You get one break per match. What are you doing on that?
I feel
break?
like they get more than that, though. I've seen players walk away multiple times.
Well, I'm setting up a hypothetical.
Oh, okay.
And
So
I'm
one
saying-
break.
I'm saying, what are you doing in that position?
Bathroom, drink, maybe a little water on the face.
Okay.
I mean, I don't smoke.
Maybe go to your car. Maybe smoke. No.
I don't.
Maybe if you're playing bad, get a certain type of drink.
you know what I'd like to do? Like today would have been perfect. Have like 5 makeshift garbage cues and just go outside and smash them.
Well, that actually worked for Shane once. He was playing
you
in a
ta-
pool tournament. He took his water bottle and threw it up against the wall on a break and just like exploded it. Came back and ran like 6 racks.
Did you take a break today, Pat?
I didn't. No.
Okay.
You probably could have.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Maybe you should have.
Yeah,
I was just playing fast and being dumb.
a little freewheeling.
It was
there.
working.
Yeah.
It was working towards the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it was working, so I wouldn't really second guess it. But that last rack, man, there was some big time. I mean, you'll watch the video probably later, but I was thinking there was some big time safety opportunities there that were just not, super
Yeah.
lockdown, easy safeties. Or just one there was actually, but like I said, it was paying off. When I got to the booth, you were just running out. You just ran a couple
Right.
racks.
He was
So it's
freewheeling.
like,
he was
all right.
making all the balls, banking,
me-
kicking.
Just keep running. Let me just run out this set. How about? And yeah,
It's just frustrating when you scratch twice and then you hit the 8 ball in early. You're just like, I got mentally, I don't know.
I like that break.
Yeah,
It didn't work out, but that's a good, solid break.
it's a good starting point. They've been breaking from the middle. It seems like.
Yep, hit the one ball square, pop the cue. If anything goes, you're gonna see the one ball. But yeah, when I'm taking a break, usually I have to go to the bathroom. But while I'm there, like if I am playing bad, I will do something.
What will
to
you do?
Change
What are your
everything.
top 3 things that you do
alcohol.
to change a bad match?
Alcohol is number one.
Okay.
Maybe like water. Wash my face with some cold water.
Can pros drink alcohol though?
Yeah, why not? Are you,
They did it to Moscone
are you
Cup.
crazy?
Well, at the end of their match, but I mean, like if you're in like a lockdown tournament,
And you're playing bad, you need to do something to shock the system.
I mean, I'm not against it. I'm just wondering if like the ref saw you taking 4 shots on your break and coming back, would they even say anything?
Hell no.
Yeah.
What? It's America. What are you talking about?
Well, I've heard of
Are you talking
them
about North
like
Korea maybe?
talking about
Who are you,
other
Kim Jong-il?
drugs that may help you calm down,
So Ian,
legal and illegal, and performance enhancing drugs.
Ian is asking about their cues. He's played here on the stream before. He had a nice run on Adjusters a while back. I think he's bumped up into Knights now. He's actually on the list for Adjusters, but I think he's above 500.
Ian, what's up?
Yeah, Ian is coming back soon, I think.
Yeah, he'll be back up soon on the list, but he's on the Adjusters list, but he's over 500, I'm sure. Dan uses a Jacoby custom cue, and see what Vince uses.
Nice try.
An IE maker. He shoots with the IE maker.
Is that a predator?
Oh, no, I'm retarded. He shoots with the Predator road line. And then let's see, break cues. What do we got for break cues? BK Rush and Wheat State break shaft for Dan.
Ah, classic.
And
Yow! I love the BK Rush. I think it's the best
I don't think anybody will disagree with you.
It's my number one most record, and people ask me all the time, like, should I buy this? Should I? And I tell people, no matter what, even if you don't like this cue, the resale on it is super high, and you could just walk into any pool hall, and there's no inventory time. People love this cue.
Right.
Yeah, Vince shoots with the BK Rush as well for break.
Are they going to make a version 2 coming up, though? Because I'm always worried about that. Buying it for $700, and then they come up with a new one. And then you're like, great, now I got to get the new one.
They changed the color. It's a marketing thing. The colors, kind of like the NFL in October. They're putting
colors
pink
are one
everywhere.
thing, but they're not changing the technology anytime soon. Because I remember
I don't want it.
Yeah,
they're going to change it for the worse. This is the best break cue in the history of mankind.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, they hit really nice. I've never had one though.
Do you remember the BK2?
That's what I'm saying.
For a long time. Okay,
Yeah.
But now what I'm saying is, remember when they came out with the BK3?
Right.
It was trash compared to the BK2.
Yeah, and I got stuck with one of those.
If somebody comes out with a BK Rush 2, have at it. You ain't gotta buy that.
So you're saying hands down the BK Rush is the one to get?
Yeah, it's like a carbon fiber brake cue.
Hands
It's beautiful.
I will put. If you don't like it, I will give you full price retail for your money back on that BK Rush. And I already have one. I'll just have a second one.
Would you give me more than retail? Because I'll get one.
Well, Vince has a second. He has a
I
second.
mean, they're out of stock all the time.
Yeah,
too.
that is
they're
true.
They're
Yeah.
actually the fair market value. You probably can get over full retail price for those.
Vince says he's using an Outsville Hammerhead V2 tip, and he's got a secondary brake shaft with a Outsville Cheetah tip for 10 ball.
I find it weird, though, that he uses the BK Rush with the Wheat State shaft. That's Dan, right?
That's Dan.
So,
BK Rush with Wheat State
can
brake
you
shaft.
Does it get any better than the original equipment? I mean, to him it does. I'd like to hear his reasoning behind that.
I think usually with a brake cue, like kind of technology is usually in the shaft. Like with the P shower, the ice, it's like infused chemical engineering. So they add all these chemicals to the shaft, makes it super dense and heavy.
Oh, the black ice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's a nice shaft.
it loads all the weight up front, which you think that's where you want the weight on a brake cue if you're using a weighted cue.
Right.
Some players like braking with a lighter cue, though. Sometimes that works.
Susie uses the black ice for shooting.
Oh, really?
She says it helps her keep it on her hand, more level.
Gotcha.
I don't really know. I wouldn't do it, but she shoots well with it. Uh-oh.
Hey,
That's going to count.
Got a little bump.
The love.
9-10 sitting up there, all about them lonesome.
This is a weird shot. I'm coming 3 rails and just hoping I don't get hooked on that 7. Or you could just bank the 4.
Yeah, this is tricky.
What about just rolling it in the side?
Uh-oh.
That's a lot of angle.
Yeah, it is. It's tricky.
Well, that's what he would do, right? 3 rails, 4 on the side.
He said just roll it in there.
Oh, and
it
try
one
to
rail.
hold it for the
Yeah.
5.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe just 2 rails and hold for the 5. Yeah, but that makes it really hard to get back on the 6.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's going for your shot, Pat. He got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
but what
Here's
I'm
your
saying is,
reward.
yeah, but what I was saying is it makes it really tough to get back for the 6.
Well, Dan, he's proven before that he's got a great draw stroke.
He's gonna need it for this
About
one.
to find out.
Yeah,
You got a Hemi in that thing,
Yeah, you got to hit this right.
You got to hit the sweet spot here.
and you're close to the rail, which doesn't help much.
Well, he got back.
Yeah, he's not happy about that stroke. I mean, that's so tough. I mean, you really got to be hitting the ball perfect for that kind of stuff. You know, most people think, you need lots of draw, so hit it harder. But you see these pros getting like half a table of draw, and they're hitting it softer than anything we do. Every ball on the Moscone looks like they're hitting them hard. But I think it's the TV.
Well, and they're playing on a 9-foot table. They're always gonna
Very fast cloth.
use a little more of a stroke on a 9-footer. A lot more table to cover.
Right. Well, this is going to be interesting. Busting out the BK jump cue.
Is it? Does he got to jump? Let's see what he uses.
I saw BK on it.
Predator Air Rush for Vince.
I
Jump cues.
think that's that 3-piece.
Oh. And then Dan's got a Wheat State Quantum Jump cue.
A lot of wheat states floating around. I know they changed the name to White Carbon. Well, it's another one of those. What do you do with this?
Just cut it with a little inside. Come up and down 2 long rails.
It's that easy.
It's not easy, but I don't see much else. I mean, you could. So he was kind of aiming for that. He was
Right.
trying to hit the 8, and
Maybe the 8 as a stopper.
yeah, he hit it pretty good actually. But you got to hit that like real good to hit the 8 and still get a decent shot on the 6.
Can you bank it? Can you bank it? That's a tough bank shot.
Yeah, I'm hitting this ball thin, or this shot. I like this shot kind of too. Oh, not that.
Ooh, that's not going to work.
I would have hit it thin on the other side and tried to come around 2 rails back towards that 9-10.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty good opportunity for Vince to get out here.
Look at Eden over there, sharking. What is she doing?
What's he doing?
She nothing. I'm just.
Oh,
I like picking on.
What does Ray see that we don't?
yeah.
If anybody misses here, and that's probably why he just played a horrible safe on that 6 there, because the cocktail waitress is.
You're blaming the waitress.
Yes.
Oh,
Look at
too
that.
late.
There it is. She was, and here's my evidence. He was trying to play a safe, and she's like, hand on her hips.
Someone's got to take this Mountain
Scowling.
Dew.
Yeah.
I have noticed that, though. Sometimes the opponent will order a drink while you're shooting. Like, waving your hand, coffee, another drink. I mean, that is kind of sharky because then they got to come talk to you, bring you the drinks.
We don't got to have the shark conversation again, do we?
Well, as long as I'm not included because I don't do any of this stuff.
Yeah, we beat you up last week, I think.
Well, if I can only make a few balls, I'd be fine. I think the key is actually playing pool, though. You can't stay good if you don't play pool. Or even average.
This is true.
So don't order drinks while you're in a match.
Is that really it, though? Or do you have to wait for a player break?
Looks pretty natural here to get out. Oh, did he get on the rail? You don't want to be
get
on the rail.
Yeah. I mean, this angle's not horrible, but it's not good.
I think if you bump the 10, it's going to move into position for you. But, I mean, anything can happen.
But you see the 10 is forward from the 9, so it's kind of hard to make the 9 and bump it. I'm looking at a safe here, actually.
Does anybody know where Vince is from?
Yeah, he didn't fill that out, Ian.
Yeah, he didn't. In the questionnaire, yeah, he didn't.
I remember
Put
he
that
told
down.
us last time. He might have 2 questionnaires, but, good luck finding them.
Yeah.
This is really tricky. Hold on a second. How are you playing this? If you want to bump this 10, you have to play like a high
Oh, yeah.
left with a low to medium speed shot, which all that lowers your accuracy for the 9.
No, you're not wrong. I didn't really look at it. He didn't get the bump on it like he thought, yeah.
You had to hit it really good to get a bump on there.
Maybe even
And even if you
left.
do, it's not going to ensure a great shot.
Yeah.
So this is what you got. I would have liked the safety on that 9 ball. Just tap the 9, put the cue behind the 10, which is still not super easy. But here you go.
Hero shot.
Ball.
Hero shot.
Hero shot for
tapping
4.
I'm tapping this ball too. I'm just saying, you figure it out. I don't like my chances of making this.
So you would play a safe, a little ticky.
Yep. Unless I think I'm 50% or 50% plus 1 to make this bank, and I don't. Not me.
Well, let's not go through percentages. For 2.5 hours, I argued percentages with MH. I wish I had you, Ray. You would have helped me out.
I love talking percentages.
So the biggest issue was that the percentage to play it safe was perfect, and then he ends up doing this really crazy hard run out, and MH is like, see? So I lost all percentage arguments with him for the rest of the day.
That must be brutal.
Yeah, man. That's how you start your day.
Is that when Tom ran out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took the bank first,
Yeah.
and then he was tied up on the 8, still made everything perfectly.
He shot really good
he,
today.
he shoots like Earl Strickland,
Yeah.
I swear.
He does like poke shot. Nice
Oh,
shot.
wow.
Nice
That
shot.
really hugged that rail. Beautiful. Well, that was a chance for Vince. Got a little weird on the 10. Ray, you were right. That 9-10 was not as easy as we all made it seem.
Especially being close to the rail. There was like 5 things that made that shot just way tougher than it looked first glance. $10 ball.
I think
Dial
I'm
down
getting
the
too
center.
old to be doing 2 matches at once. I think I found my limit. 1 match a day.
Somebody poked the bear today.
1 match a day. Well, Shelly's like, what? What's going on? The cool thing is that we only have like 50 subscribers. We don't monetize, so there's no issues.
Oh, man.
Ian's in the chat room. Chat room, stand up. Let's
If
talk
anybody's
about it. Let's talk about
watching, just peep in here.
it.
Say
Hey.
hi.
Oh, little John Field. Sorry about that, Ray. John had to peep in there.
I
over
love
the
it.
top
I
of you.
love it. Say hi.
Push
Where
out.
are you guys from? Ian's asking where's Vince from.
We just covered that.
We don't know.
He was saying let the stroke out, go 2 rails back for the 10. That would have been a tall order too.
You learn a lot by listening to Ray. Well, you haven't talked to him enough.
Oh, I like that comment. Can we put a star on that one?
I think we can. We can pin it. Would you like us to pin that one, Ray, for you?
Please do. As Jim Rome said, have a take, don't suck. And that comment is the comment of the day. Ding, ding, ding. What are you talking about? What did I say that was cool?
Oh, why am I still on this view? You see, that time you could have.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that time you could have reminded me. I was too busy looking at chat. Yeah, so I think I saw Ian recently. What tournament were you in? Was it the long race 9-ball? I think he was either here for that or the Cue It Up tournament or something just recent.
Probably cue it up.
You missed the long race 9-ball.
Yes, I did.
I had the pleasure of running that, and they had a 3-way split. That was brutal.
So
I
let me
like
ask you this.
that.
What's your ideal race? If you can choose, do you like short race, long race? Say you can play some random walks in here. You're gonna play them for $100.
Nice
$50.
save.
And
Depends on how good they are. If they're really good, I like a short race.
he's a random. You don't know.
Oh,
And what would you prefer? Would you prefer something like 3 or 4 or 5, or would you prefer something like 9, 10, 15?
1.
I have proposed that many times. No one likes that.
Hard to say for me because I'm with Chris on that. Like, yeah, if you're playing a much more experienced, better player, short race all day. I mean, 2.
Well,
If
because you have a better chance at
Yeah.
maybe fluking a 9 in, or
Exactly.
maybe they miss the 9, or you get a nice run. You know, that's not going to happen 12
Yeah.
times in a row.
But yeah, I like a race to 9. 7 or 9 at least, 9-ball.
I guess it depends on the game too. So if it's 8-ball, I mean, How much patience do you have?
Well,
Like,
me
do you have
being-
all day to grind, for like a couple $100?
Yep. Say that's the case. But now you get to still choose. I like a short race. I like and actually my favorite kind of way to gamble is short races. The money amount doesn't matter that much, but double for the skunk. So for instance, let's say it says, "Hey, we want to play some 8-ball." You pick the race, you pick the dollar amount. I say, "Sweet. I want to play race to 3 for $40, double for the skunk."
Yeah, I don't like all that extra stuff you guys put in there.
So the only thing I'm
Back
putting,
it and
it's
jacket,
not all that.
double for the
only thing I'm putting in
skunk.
there is double for
Before
the
you
skunk.
know it, you lost $1,000, and it's only been an hour.
Well, let me tell you why I like it.
That's why I don't gamble.
You don't gamble?
Not really.
It's, I mean, me and you've made many side bets. You're saying you don't like to gamble when you play pool.
I only gamble if I know I can win. If like the percentage is like 70% or higher.
I would say that's not gambling.
Exactly. What have I been saying? Well, so what do you like to do?
So
Say
that's what I was
someone
saying.
that's
I like
about
race
your
to
speed
3
walks in.
for $40, double for skunk, and here's why. One, I like short races. 2, I love gambling. Gambling is what makes you better faster and gets you into these moments where you're playing on the stream or playing in the finals of a tournament, and that pressure that hits you every once in a while, now it's just there all the time. So if you're playing short race, there's pressure, and now you're playing a race to 3 with double for the skunk, you could be playing for $10.
Oh.
I've seen the pressure go up big time when it's double for the skunk for $10 because now it's 20.
Yeah.
And how long is it going to take
it's
you
a
to get
different
back
kind
to
of
20?
game. So would you give this
and-
ball back? Just want to put a pause on that. He slopped that in. Would you give this 4 back, or would you take this all day? Just want to get like an opinion on this.
I'm taking it. Because I think it does go on the side, but it's hard to hit it with enough speed to get over for the 5 is the problem.
And the 6, right? Unless the 6-9's wired. Ray, what would you do?
You got to shoot. I mean, I can't give this back.
Right,
There's no-
because they could play a safe, right? This is an opportunity for you, something.
yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
playing the 4 in the corner.
He
come
could play it
down,
all the way down. Actually, works
Get
nice.
shape short side on the 5. Might even play a safe on the 5. There's no safe. There's no easy safe here.
Not on
My-
the 4, right? So
Yeah,
maybe
that's what I'm
shoot the
saying.
4 and
So
then
4 down the corner, get short side on the 5. Try to get perfect where you got an angle to go break out the 6. But if not,
oh,
Hit that good.
That
Wow.
good, yeah. So now you have choices. Now you can play a safe, or you can try and come smack into this 6-9, which is what I would probably do. Except he's on the rail again, which makes anything you want to do 10 times tougher. I'm probably playing safe here, just rolling up, putting the cue ball in the 7.
I feel like. Yep, he went for the bump.
I like this.
What was there? Is that 6-9 wired? Like
I
what-
think
what
it
was-
looks like. Well, if you get closer to it, I think it's possible. From there, I don't think so. I mean, you can kind of see it on the overhead, but you'd have to get kind of near the 8 to shoot that right.
So
I mean, I don't know.
You said goes. I'm saying wired. I'm saying like almost can't miss it. Hard to miss.
Oh well, I mean, there's an inch between them, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, anything you see on the overhead, if you can see a gap on the overhead, just double it.
Yeah.
Because it's tough. Because I don't know why. It's the way the cameras work. We had a hard time earlier, MH and I, trying to find out if there was even a gap on one of your shots, and there was plenty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like something in the side.
Well,
Like 15 minutes we were trying to figure that out.
oh, I must have really took my time on that shot.
It was Tom.
Yeah,
He
that
put you on ice with that shot, man. We zoomed in on you, and you're like, your leg is shaking. It's like your eyes are rolling. Your bead of sweat's coming down your brow.
That's funny.
Whole time, Tom's just like casually moping around the table.
He
just wearing you
shot good. I
down.
mean, he's making his shots.
He's put so much time in. I'm telling you, that guy. I don't think I've ever beat him in a weekly tournament.
I didn't see a good shot there.
No. Bumped it back and forth.
That's fine. I mean, just don't leave a shot. I don't see anything here either, really. I don't see a good shot. Maybe just play the exact same kind of safe back. Just bump it. Try to freeze up the cue ball in the 6. Fong says, put it behind the 8. That looks super tough.
I heard Fong.
Fong's here. He's in the booth. He's in the.
We need
The
4,
back
5, 6 mics.
That's a good shot. That's exactly what I was thinking about trying to do. Because now you can't go one way because you can't really go the 9 way, and now you're jacked up reaching over this thing.
I can hear Fong.
Yeah.
Just put it right behind the 10. That's
Right
easy.
behind the 10. It's that easy.
Fong, I don't want Fong ever commentating any of my matches. He's just because something's possible, he explains it like it's super easy.
Makes you look bad when you don't do it.
And yeah, if I and makes you not look good when you do something pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
It's just like, oh, everything's easy.
I'll tell you what.
He played a good safe, and he's getting rewarded here. He's trying to grind back and come back in this match. What are you doing now, Fong? Say everything's easy. What are you doing? What are you doing here?
You can either play safe or pocket the 6.
Well, if you're Tom, you bank the 6.
Fong's just like, I pocket the 6 right now.
Just pocket
Pocket the 6 and run out.
Then pocket the 7. Then pocket the 8. And guess what your next 2 moves are?
Hey, ask Fong. Hey, Ray, ask Fong who won the chess match the other day.
Uh-oh. Did you hear that? Who won the chess match the other day, Fong?
Does Fong play chess, though?
We don't pick floppy games back.
Can you hear him? I don't know if you can hear him.
Something about
Okay.
sloppy games. No, he's got to get in the mic.
You have a sloppy chess game? Whoa, hold on. Let's get Fong on the mic. Hold on.
I said a sloppy 9-ball game.
Oh.
Oh, you guys were playing 9-ball and
No.
chess, like a bunch of safeties came up, but then you ended it with some sloppiness.
No, we played a game of chess.
Match against Michelle was sloppy.
I tell you what, I've never called an envelope before. This conversation sounds is horrible. And way out. I'm gonna call my first envelope ever and last.
First and last.
Hashtag free speech. Hashtag let Ray speak.
Well, that's the beauty of this channel. It's floating out there. You can't even search for it.
Well, okay. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I got time.
What are you doing here, Ray? You see the 6?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can you want to play this 2 rails, just don't scratch, come short of that side. It's not easy. I mean, okay, sorry, that's a better
Nope.
shot.
Wouldn't you have taken that shot, though?
No, this is better because that was not easy. 'Cause
This is a smart shot now, but the possibility of just making that with little bottom right coming out for the 7 was there.
coming out for the 7 was not there.
With the 9, the 9 as a blocker.
The 9
yeah.
blocks you, and there's a big side pocket there. So at best, you're going to have a long cut on
I
the
can
7.
see that. I can see
This is
that.
better. This is the move.
1 rail kick, but I'm worried about the scratch. If it's too thin, he's going to scratch.
I like the 2 rail kick if you can. If you can 2 rail kick this, it's an easy kick and stick. I don't know if you can get there 2 rails. That's nice. I like that. You guys are playing some good safeties. I like I'd maybe like to see this match in 8-ball.
Ooh.
Man. Okay.
Oh,
Can
put
you
the brakes
F5
on.
that? Can you replay that shot?
Oh, yeah. I
Okay.
think we got time right
Now-
before he shoots again.
I'm not saying anything, but he had a shot like this earlier. Do you see? Is that a weird stroke? It's almost like he's
I'd almost have to watch it one
accelerating
more time.
after contact. Like,
Yeah, a little bit, little tentative.
it's something I don't like. He made a 10-ball like that earlier, and it's just
It's almost like you're pushing the cue ball. The timing's a little, but I mean, maybe that's how he shoots his delicate shots. I mean, ooh,
Ooh, it's going to be ball in hand, but
that worked out for Dan.
not a bad foul.
yeah, it's not going to sell anything out here.
Ooh, unless that goes in there. Nope.
Yep. Close to measuring. Real close.
You can go 2 rails behind the 10, or you can come up, try and get up behind the 7 ball. You're supposed to hit this thin real the 6 real thin though.
So Ian says Dan's timing is punchy. So yeah, I think we're all kind of on the same boat here. The timing or some kind of delivery.
It looked the reason I wanted to see that because good job on that by the way. You were
Working
quick
though.
on
It's
the
working
skills.
really good.
It looked kind of foul-y.
That's got to be on the. I don't think that looked like a foul.
I'm not quite going that far. I'm not saying it
No,
looked like a
earlier,
foul.
I think
I'm
he's saying with
kind of
his
foul-y.
I know
Because
it's
if you push the ball, you're almost you're keeping the tip on the ball longer than it should be.
I see what you're saying.
Because he kind of has a tentative
Yeah.
like timing shot. It's so tough.
And especially if you do that shot when the balls are closer, like it hasn't happened that way yet.
Oh.
Nice hit.
And no matter what, the 8 hit the rail. So even if the 6 was froze.
Oh, well, you'd have to establish that it was froze first, otherwise it's assumed
They may
not.
have, I mean, they've been talking to each other.
Banking the 6.
You know what I
See if it
mean, though? So
goes.
there's a good pointer for the juniors at home watching this. Unless it's established froze first, then it's not froze.
Right. Yeah, you got to say something up front,
And some people think it is. You not just say something. It's not just like you make an announcement and you're the king of the world and that's what stands.
Right.
It has to be acknowledged and agreed upon.
So what you're trying to say is no ball is frozen ever unless it is made clear it's froze
by both players.
And agreed upon. Yes.
and agreed upon.
Now, MH would say it's physically impossible for balls to ever be frozen.
In the quantum world. I know
Yeah.
MH.
Yeah.
The quantum world.
He's not. I'm more Einstein, and he's doing like.
And he would be
probability.
correct, actually.
He's
I
more. He's more
know.
Ant-Man, the
That's
movie,
why.
the Marvel movie, and I'm more Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton. I've gone round and round with him on that too.
Yeah. He was firing on all cylinders with me.
Oh man, lucky you.
Yeah. I learned a lot. Well, is he going for this?
Oh yeah, it's natural
Oh,
shape. If you
wow.
make it, you're there, and
He's
he might even end up with a safety.
wow.
Look at this.
I believe that is about as safe as you can get.
Looky. Jump shot. What's he jumping with? Is that looks like a Q-Tech.
I think that was the air.
It's the Wheat State Quantum Jump
Ooh.
Q.
Oh, I'm
Speaking of
mixing them
MH, the quantum world. Here we go.
Yeah.
Nothing can ever be frozen.
You said
Electrons
it.
always move. There's dark matter and
Well, things can be frozen. 0 Kelvin, the state at which matter stops moving.
I'll let you say that to MH. I have no clue.
see, he took off his back extension here. Did you see that?
Yeah,
This
he
is
wanted it to
why.
be a
No.
little more punchy.
No. You leave. That's why the extension's is for that jump shot
I agree.
right there.
I agree. Yeah, the full table jumps, you want like a longer cue.
If you ever put the back end on, like I would just leave it off permanently if you don't like doing that kind of jump. Some people don't. But if you ever do, that was the shot. That's
Yeah.
like where they would literally like teach you to put on the back end extension on a jump shot demo table.
Well, because you're really stroking through it. You have room.
Yeah, you have a lot of room. This getting up and getting down is not the issue. It's more accuracy.
Careful not to scratch here.
Ooh, he put a stroke on it. I wonder if he's a little
Oh,
That's gonna
frustrated.
be right
Do you see how
behind-
he hit
That's
that?
going to be right behind the 10.
Man, oh man.
Oh, he's got it. He's
might.
got it.
He might be there.
I think he is. I think he's got a shot on the
I think he just shook his head.
Really? If he shook his head, then he's not there.
He's not happy about it.
See that shot right there where you're going forward, and it's with this heavy cue ball. We don't have to get into all that, but with this heavy cue ball, especially when the object ball is close to the hole, which means the cue ball is going to hit the rail pretty quickly after contact. It's really hard to judge of how much power is going to come out of that rail because a lot of times it
music.
catches backwards and uh-oh. We got stragglers trying to break in the booth.
We got Giles.
John Giles.
Yeah, he's peeking in, giving us some pointers.
Ask him what's going on back in that
Well, he's not
he
back
still
there.
there?
He's
Oh.
playing on like table 8 right now. I think he's playing John Lewis.
Oh, okay. Nice shot. Wow, I like that. That was hard to perform.
Am I back?
You're back.
I'm back.
All I heard was something about McGillicuddy and this and that, and the music was just coming in, so I had to shut the mic off, which you should have done to me earlier.
Yeah.
My reset. I think Dan kind of looks like Carl Boyes from England.
For real?
A little bit. Kind of got the glimpse there. So do you think Scott Frost and Carl Boyes are gunning for each other? Like, who's going to be the best commentator? Because Scott's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, I like Scott Frost. He's good. He said something the other day. It's cracked me up. He's like, if that's me, I just get up and walk away. I don't know what else to do. It was so funny.
Just keep it simple.
Yeah. He's like talking like about being a player and being in their shoes. And I was like, yeah, I totally feel what he's saying.
Oh, he's just something with the cuts. Struggling today. You give him a straight in shot, no issues. But those thin cuts, struggle's real. So yeah, Scott Frost also kind of sounds like Jeremy Jones.
Very similar.
Isn't that weird?
Their voice, their pace, at how they talk, I think.
The accent, maybe
Yeah.
the southern accent. I don't know what you would call that.
I can't stand Jeremy Jones' accent. I do enjoy Scott Frost's commentary.
Accent? What kind of accent are we talking, though? He doesn't
It's
really
like
have
that
one.
lazy southern.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Well, I think
it's
Scott
annoying.
Frost talks
yeah.
a lot.
It's
Almost
like
identical.
fingernails on a chalkboard.
Identical.
That's the Jeremy Jones accent.
Well, Dan just missed one there that I ain't seen him miss too many of those today.
Right. So this one's going back and forth. Nobody wants to win this. What would it be? 11th game?
This one, you're trying to put the cue ball kind of behind the 9, and then the 8 ball kind of behind the 9, and the cue ball on the other side of the 10. Separate these. Put a little outside English on this. You got 2 blockers. Just don't hit this too thick where you get a double kiss. That's fine.
Hit a lot
not
of
good.
left.
It's not great, but that's fine. The only way to really ruin yourself on that shot is to hit it too thick, to do some kind of double kiss.
I think he's got a shot here. He could actually cut this in and come back and forth here. I think. It's thin, but it's there. Does it go down?
Ooh.
I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed by both of these players' safety play, including unintentional, right? Like this one. No, but seriously, when they do go for a safety,
Right.
I mean, you saw it once. They literally changed my mind. I'm like, whoa, hold on. What? That was a way better idea than what I was just thinking about.
Yeah, that was Dan's shot up by the corner there. I remember that one.
But not just idea wise, the execution of their safeties is very high level. I want to give up some props right there. From what I've seen, and I've seen, last 2 games had a bunch of safeties.
You're gonna need some more here. There ain't much you can do with this 8. This is gonna be tough. There's a lot of room to sell out on this shot.
Yeah, just so. Ooh, whoa!
He's calling the cross
Good
bank.
mama, what's going on here?
He's bringing the pain.
Yeah. I mean, if it's easier than the safe, right?
That's the thing. Yeah, there's no easy safe here, but this is double kissy.
Off the
8.
10.
Oh, off the 10.
Wow.
That's the only way that shot went. He hit
Wow.
that perfect.
Yeah. I bet you he planned it.
He hit that perfect.
Here's the replay. Off the 10. Clean center pocket. Wish shape on the 9. Doesn't get any better than that. Dan sitting patiently. Unfazed.
All right, after
After
making
you
a
make
shot
it-
like that, you got to calm the nerves down here.
Yeah. I was just going to say the same thing. After a nice shot, and now you got a much easier shot, that shot is
Oh
surprisingly
no! Oh no!
easy to
Oh,
miss.
wow.
There it is, yeah. Especially if you roll it in. He should.
mean,
You're
I
supposed to
don't
hit
know.
that ball with it's called a cinch stroke. You're supposed to hit that ball with a little bit of authority.
I don't know if that shot was planned. That was, if that's planned, that's the most amazing shot I've ever seen.
I don't know. I can't say that it wasn't.
I like to err towards greatness. I like to err towards assuming these players are greater than we could ever imagine. Because it didn't go from my angle. It did not go any other way except that. That's why I was super shocked he called it.
That's a nice stroke right there to get on the 10. I like that shot. Hit that sweet. Played the speed good. So if Dan takes this game down, this is going to be really tough for Vince to come back at this pace.
In the hole. Not much more you can do there.
He rolled that 10 too. Okay, so
These are bar boxes, though. I mean, you can roll balls in.
you can roll balls in on anything, but I'm saying I don't like the way that they're hitting that 10 ball key shots. So, not hard, but missable shots. They're gonna watch this tape back later. It's part of the beauty of this, and we got the millions and millions of viewers already watching live. Do yourself a favor. Don't roll that ball in. Don't roll that 9 ball in that just got missed. Like, hit those balls with a sweet follow through. Imagine,
Right.
think filler, think Fedor, think people who have a nice Tyler, people who have a nice, just solid follow through. These guys are never rolling
Well,
either one of those shots.
In his defense, though, maybe he wasn't confident with that stun run through on the 9. But even a stop shot would have been fine, if that's what he was going for. So he figured if I just roll it in, I'll get 4 or 5 inches, and the 10 will be easy straight in. We've all been there, right? Not saying it's right or wrong, but sometimes you're not feeling it. And stun run throughs are probably the hardest shot in the game. I mean, how many people practice those?
I
You
wasn't
practice
saying
them?
a stun run through.
Well, that's kind of what he needed
was-
there. I
I
mean,
was
either
saying-
the cinch draw or, I mean,
I was saying anything except what he did, the roll in.
yeah.
The pocket speed roll in. Anything but that.
Got no help from the 3 there.
Is there a window?
No. I don't think there's any way that this 2 ball.
Yeah.
There might be a 1 rail or 2 rail.
You gotta fire this in
Yeah.
long ways. And you gotta hit it hard enough to get back out and have another shot. So you're hitting.
Yeah, you gotta
Don't hit this pocket speed.
Yeah, you got to hit it with a little speed here.
How about this? Don't hit any shot ever pocket speed. Let's go with that.
I wouldn't say any shot.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but look at this.
Oh, look, he hit a pocket speed and got a shot. Holy
Proves
cow.
right wrong on the next
What?
shot.
Did he?
I
But
mean,
it was
I
a
don't,
kick shot. It was a kick shot.
I don't
No,
like
I
going.
don't like this shot.
Yeah, I don't like it. But I mean, it worked,
This shot I would not mind. You're talking the 3 in the side, roll up a little bit, 4 in the corner.
It's a little
Three
tough.
in
He
the
might
side,
run into
crash
that.
the 6.
Oh, he's
Right.
got.
Or maybe you got to go low because the 6 is so huge you can't crash it. Just
Oh,
He's playing safe.
Oh, okay.
He played
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
safe.
baby.
Yeah, that was a great
You guys
shot.
are really good save players in idea and execution. It's shocking me.
That was a great save.
Very pleasantly surprised with the level of safety play in this match.
I mean, this is a lesson here. A lesson in being patient, playing it safe, not always going for it. I mean, how do you feel if you're Vince right now? You're down.
Ooh, I wouldn't think. He looks a little close to be jumping. I don't know about that.
Well, the 3-4 is weird, right? So if it doesn't go, I might leave
He's-
the 3-4 where it is.
He's Z banking the combo.
Efren,
Efren.
Kobe.
That 8-ball said no.
Ooh, 8-ball says,
Covering up the 10
let's
a
get
little.
weird. Let's get weird.
Yeah, run out looks good all the way up into the 8.
Another save.
Are they playing 3-foul?
We are
Yeah.
playing 3-fall.
Love it.
This could be it. Is this his third?
I
If
believe
he's-
he's on 2.
Okay, so
Or, I mean, this would put him on 2, I think.
So 1.
Yeah, he's on 1, so. And that's not going to do it.
no. Not makeable unless one rail first, 3 off the 7. That's not happening. 7-ball's too far.
I think he could play it all the way down.
Yeah, if he can see it, that's the shot.
Yep, 3 in the corner.
Let's take a look.
Tough shot, though. Not
I-
fun to write it down.
I usually hit the 7 or the point on this.
He hit both of them.
Yeah. But lives to shoot another day.
Can't tell if he's hooked here or
No,
not. I think
there we
he
go.
can-
He's got the
think he
3
has a
clean.
pretty good shot, yeah.
With not much issue to get back to the 4. 4 to the 5. 6 is down there.
Let's talk about the 8.
Yeah.
What's the plan with the 8 here?
I mean, short side of the 8's not a good plan.
I mean, obviously you could try and line up for the combo. It's not a great combo. You could try and now you could start thinking carom. I kind of like the carom. At least I like the carom more than the combo.
John Giles paid us a visit again.
Yeah.
And I've tried to get the stories that he has, but I'm missing everything. So what did we miss here? He shot the 4 and got weird on the 5 now. What happened?
You can play thin on the 8 and just get behind the 10-8.
Oh, we're talking about that. Yeah, I think
Try
you
and
got a
get ball in
combo.
hand.
I think you're going 10.
You like
8,
you
10
like the combo.
I mean, I think that's probably, unless you could
That's
bump
what
it.
you like. Are you generalizing saying that is the shot?
I would think that's the highest percentage shot on the table if you don't bump it. I don't like trying to go short side on the 8 off the 7. Me, personally.
What about using the 6 to kind of
I think
move
that's
the
what
8?
he wanted.
Yeah, like right here, you could come into the 8.
He got thin, though, now, so.
No, you come one rail into the 8, and then you're on the 7. And then I think this is the perfect angle to do it. At least that's what I like throwing this cue ball right into the 8.
You think this is the perfect angle? This is
think it's
almost 90-degree cut.
I didn't say perfect. I said good.
I mean, if he would have got the cue ball at another 4 or 6 inches. Let's see. See if he can spin it over. Little
I-
bottom.
I don't know.
Save. Ray's favorite shot.
Did it leak out? I don't know. It's my favorite shot with these guys. These guys run out too, but man, they play strong safeties. So it looks like he ended up not getting safe, but I like that too because had he bumped that 10, one, he would have got safe, but 2, he would have opened up the 8 for himself for a run out later.
That was a nice. Oh, no reward
Move
here.
that.
Oh,
puppy in
it
there.
slows
Hold
up.
on.
It slowed up. I thought that was going in the drink for a second.
So now he's got no other option than, yeah.
Same kind of shot here. He just had on the 6. And if you hit it the same kind of way, just stroke this puppy in with some high, your cue ball is gonna smack into that 8-10. I like his chances right here. Same shot, a little bit harder. Oh, he's going for the combo. He likes Chris's shot
Well,
combo.
I mean, where he was at on the 7, you're not, what else are you going to do?
I was saying, just smack it in with high, just like he did on the previous shot, and come.
Could you play safe and get above the 10 here and leave the 8 on the rail?
You
I don't
could. I don't like this angle to do that as much. Right, he's
Yeah.
perfect for the combo. I'm playing the combo here.
Clean.
Nice shot.
That's the way to do it.
Cuts the lead in half.
Yeah,
8
some
to
people
4.
really don't like combos, but he got pretty good on that.
Well, if you play rotation, you got to get used to shooting some of those, you know? I mean, they pop up so often. Sometimes it's like a second shot off your break. You
Yeah.
got to take them.
Take them when they're available and a good percentage. Like Filler. So Filler took a combo shot the other day, and it was a lot of people would say, like, oh my God, it was such a hard combo, but it's a completely two-way shot. He played like a 2-9 combo, but he knew, like, he misses, he's automatically safe. So those are always fun to fire at as well.
And anything, I mean, between Filler and Feder, take notes. There's not a lot of mistakes happening between the choices they make. They're both young. They got a long way to go.
I think Fedor is like the youngest out of all of them. I think he's the only one not in his 30s or 40s.
Well, how about
Yeah.
Shane or Wolford?
Oh,
old is he?
Wilford's young. He's young.
They kept calling him a rookie, but he's been playing for years. I mean, rookie as a Mosconi.
I don't think he's as young as Fedor though.
Yeah, someone out there let us know. How old is Wolford? How old is Feder?
I guess Fedor at like 22, 23.
I'd agree. And then Filler's got to be maybe 28, 27?
30 something.
Really? You know, Filler, he played when he was such a little kid. He was playing in pro tournaments.
Maybe he is still in his 20s.
They're all really young.
I thought Shaw was in his 40s. I thought he was older than me for some
I
reason.
know.
And they say he's 35.
Yeah.
He's a lot younger.
33, I think.
Yeah, he's
'Cause
young. He's younger than I thought.
I looked it up when they said that. I did the same thing. I was like, wait a minute. Shaw?
Yeah.
He's got to be like almost 40, but no. I mean, I put him in that same boat with like playing pool forever, you know, because he stayed with Earl in New York. So he must have been just a young buck.
Yeah.
And Earl must have been already in his 30s or 40s.
Earl's been old forever.
Yeah, right? I think he's been
Yeah.
the same age for 30 years.
Still playing strong though. I think Earl still plays a high level game. Even for high level for a pro.
Yeah, Jason Shaw is 33 years old. So he was born
he's-
in 80.
He's still technically young.
He's a young buck.
Yeah.
I think anything under 40 is considered still pretty young, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Of course, a 15-year-old's going to say,
Yeah.
old as dirt.
Yeah. I guess age is relative.
Well, that's the beauty of pool is I mean, it's one of my favorite reasons why I love pool is because it gives everyone a chance. Doesn't matter if you're old, tall, short,
You can
missing a foot. Like if you want to be really good at this game, you can be. Very, very little holds you back.
Well, age does change some of it, and the pockets keep getting tighter. So I think that is slowly weeding out some of the older players. But
Very
I
slowly.
agree.
I'm saying relative to other sports. So imagine basketball.
yeah, what's the
Football,
other sport you can do? Maybe
soccer.
golf, shuffleboard.
There's only a few that are comparable. Chess,
Yeah.
like where you can.
Well, chess. I mean, you're sitting the whole time. You're just using your brain.
not unless you play full contact chess.
Is that what you and Fong played? The sloppy game.
Yeah. I
The
guess.
sloppy full contact chess game that we all
Wow, I would love to see
missed.
that.
I know. I'd pay
Full
to see that.
contact chess with these two.
So whatever ended up with that? You won?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Did you ever play MH? He's pretty good.
I haven't played MH yet, no. No, it was just fun because I think Fong didn't think I knew how to play chess, and like he's
That's
like,
pretty
oh
offensive in its own right.
Yeah.
When somebody
that?
doesn't think you know how to play chess.
yeah, and then he's like, oh well, your queen's gone. I'm like, no, she's not. And then like 2 moves later, I took his queen. He's just like, oh.
Well, he let you
Ooh.
win the first one, then he asked you to play for money. Is
Oh,
that what
okay.
happened?
No,
Oh.
I was doing something that day. I can't remember what was that. Why did I came in and I just played? We played a game of chess, but I was
Moscone? I saw you here for the Moscone
maybe
party.
that's what. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah, but
I
was like,
wanted to make it, but I was working, and I got a couple days off coming next week. The Moscone was not a good enough excuse for my workplace. They just don't understand. Like, I want to take a week off for 6 different state tournaments,
Wait a second.
and I want to take off a week for going to London and Vegas for Moscone.
I thought you had your own business. Aren't you your own boss?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Chris,
No, not
Chris-
anymore.
Chris basically said,
No, I work
Oh.
for the man now.
"Oh, okay.
I'm not retired like some of us.
Oh my gosh, here we go again."
Your retirement plan is DeWalt battery packs.
Well, now I've moved over to all hand tools now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. I'm getting away from all power tools, trying to work with just all hand tools.
Just think about how much more value that's going to add to the piece.
Well, it's just something. It's really,
It's like a
I-
hobby.
yeah, I enjoy it. Like if you're planing a board, like I don't know, it's just different than putting it through a machine and the machine does all the work. If you're getting it flat yourself, which is not easy to do. I don't know if
No, I would
Yeah.
still plane through a machine probably, but I
It's-
get it.
it's frustrating, but
So
it's
what
fun.
happens if you screw up? I mean, wood now is like $100 a board.
That's why you work on cheap wood to start with.
Okay,
Like,
cedar.
I'm doing a lot of work with pine,
Yeah.
but the problem with that is it's a lot harder to work with pine because it fractures a lot easier.
Speaking of all that, we haven't seen your woodworking guy. He usually chimes in on Sundays.
Oh yeah, Noah. Yeah. I'm sure he's out there somewhere.
Probably busy. Project of some kind. Well, we're at 8-4. Just to reiterate and get us back focused in. Race to 12. Dan shooting a pretty tough shot at the 3 here.
Ooh, just missed it.
Ball in hand for Vince. Do you go for some kind of a 3 foul here, or do you just run them through? Because I'm not seeing roll up on the 4, maybe.
I don't think there's enough traffic on the table to start playing that. I mean, could try. I think it's a little bit easier to run out here, though.
I think the tough part's going to be going from maybe the 5 to the 6, unless he keeps that angle.
Yep, 5 to the 6 would be about it. I don't think he's gonna. I think he's out here. If he's just rolling up,
It's clean table, cleanest we've seen.
see, is he rolling up or is he trying to draw back and play the 4 in the same pocket? I don't know what he's trying to do here.
I mean, unless the
He's rolling up.
I would take the 4 on the side. But did he get enough? He didn't get enough. He's not happy. He's shaking his head a little bit. That does make the 5 tougher. You got to stun around 2 rails, maybe even 3 to get the same shot.
Yeah, I think you got to try to come around the 5 here. Yeah, and he did it nicely. Got a little help from the 10 as well.
Yeah, he did. Going to get that angle. I mean, he doesn't have enough. I think he'd like to just go maybe 1. maybe bump the second rail, shoot the 6 all the way down.
I mean, if he wants to, he could just draw all the way to the bottom rail. He'll be fine. I mean, that makes things really simple as long as he gets to draw on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, stunning.
He was looking to hit that 2 rails. That's not good.
It's going to be trouble.
It's nice starting with ball in hand here.
Is he going to try the 9-10 combo? Depending on what kind of angle he has for the 8, he should be able to find a way to play the 9 down or something, but see how he ends up. The 9-10 is an option if he needs it. And this is good. Not ideal, but it'll work.
Yeah, got a little weird on it.
Yeah, it's just a funny angle, but I mean, he should be able to find a way to the 9 here. Oh, he's going. He is playing the 9.
Stroked it. Nice.
Wow.
I mean, wow.
Does that
I
make this
love the way
combo
he hit that
tougher?
I love the way he hit that ball. So he went through the range of he could have got the 9 if he came a little short on that. If he comes a little long, who cares? Now you got the combo.
Yeah.
That combo looks like it's hanging from that bird's eye view.
I mean, it's not like total gimme, though. There's room to mess it up, which he's not going to do. It's one game closer.
9-4. Think Dan wins the next 3. What are the odds? What's the money line at?
Well, Vince has not been able to string any together, and that's going to be the tough part for him to come back. Is you got to start stringing them together, otherwise, doom is gonna come soon.
So Ian had an interesting comment earlier. He said he quit playing 10 ball because of the side 10 ball break, which is not allowed in a lot of the in some tournaments now. But let's take a look here. I believe he's trying to kind of cut this one ball. He's not trying to hit it full head on and really just destroy this rack. Oh no, he hit it. He hit it full head on. Okay, never mind. But it is clumpy, and that's what I was getting at. What I thought he was maybe noticing was with that side break or the cut break in 10 ball, it just really clumps up.
Right. And this is a clump.
This is Professor Clump. This is the Nutty Professor.
That's what I was thinking, actually. We'll take a look at
Hercules.
I mean, the 2, the 7. I mean, it looked worse from that other view, but you still got to do something with this 2. I mean, if you can hit this one perfect, do you think he can crash into the 2 and 7? No, he's banking it. He's like, it's not my problem anymore. You do it.
Yes, rack is littered with a few problems here. 4, 8, 2, 7, all just meshed up there.
Yeah, he wanted to pop out and possibly play a safe, but yeah. Oh, did you see that? He's frustrated. Oh, is he going to get the hit? Oh, no. Did you see what he did there?
I missed it.
In frustration.
I did that earlier. A frustration shot.
Yeah, but this
They're
is
fun.
this is the worst because he figured, you know what? I'll give you ball in hand. Here, if I can just see if we can get this in there before he shoots. He just frustrated, but then he ends up breaking up the cluster. Now Dan's got ball in hand.
Yeah, that's
That's like a double kick, right? How much more frustrated are you now after that?
I know.
I feel bad for you, Vince, man, but hopefully you learned something on that one. I mean, that's if Dan gets out here. If not, you're not really punished. You don't learn anything.
We'll also got over a ball though. This ain't easy. See, it's like it's a double barrel shotgun too, because once your opponent sees that you're frustrated,
Yeah.
it fuels his energy.
You got
big
that
time.
right.
So it's a big
But if you never get punished for those mistakes,
yeah.
you know,
It's a tough shot.
it is. This is really tough. He ends up, that's cuttable. That is cuttable.
It does get scratchy though in that corner if you cut this. Traveling past in between the 5 and the 7. See if he puts something on it to. Oh, he held it really nice. It was a nice stroke.
Can't do much better than that. Can he draw this back without hitting the 8? Just keep that 5 nice and simple. Yep, figured he'd use the 8 just to straighten out the 4. But look what happened. Now the 8 got in front of the 6, and now he's got to put massive ins. Oh, he called the 6 and he banked it. Unbelievable.
Nice.
Does he have a shot? He does. A little frustration there, like your kick at your 6,
Yeah.
but it worked. He drilled it, and now look at the 7 and the 8. Oh man, you can't make this stuff up. Wow,
I got an analogy for this, but I can't say it on the air here.
you probably can today.
Well, you used all our bleeps.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and edit it.
Oh no.
Oh, so he went for the 5.
I got saved.
You know what?
He got
This is a
saved.
roll in his favor. Maybe this will change things for him. Now, if Dan comes with a bank and just gets out, that's the end of. I mean, that's when your mental just clicks.
Oh yeah.
You're either going to go downhill. So if I'm Dan, I'm really trying to make this. I really want to rub this in.
Kick it in the side. that puts you in overload.
I mean, yeah, because you're like, I finally got a roll. Maybe things are changing for me.
Or the 5-10 combo. Oh man.
Oh,
How brutal would that be?
I don't. BK Rush is no longer valuable after that shot.
Yeah. Can I see enough of this? He does.
I tried to play a safe behind the 7.
That would have been a great shot.
Well, opportunity knocks here. He delivers.
10 ball's not sitting in the best spot, but still pretty makeable 10 ball.
Yeah, if he comes around, gets
Yeah.
a nice angle.
come around, play the 8 in the same pocket, and leave enough angle on the 8 to
Oh, he used
Oh.
inside.
just.
See,
inside.
that's one of those things. It's personal
Yeah.
preference at that point.
This is good for him to just come over here.
I always like these shots. Oh, again,
Oh,
I
wow.
would have gone 2 rails with top.
Yeah.
Definitely made it a little more difficult. I was thinking that's what he was going to do. Just
And that bank in the side is just not. That's really tough. He's got to go.
I like the bank in the side better than the cut.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
I like the cut. The bank in the side is tough.
The cross bank,
Yeah.
that's much easier than the cut.
Cross bank on the side.
Yeah, it's almost a guarantee. You just cut the ball in half, close your eyes, and hit it.
Gotta be careful on this one.
The cut here is insane hard.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know.
I like my chances better to double bank than to cut it in the same hole.
All right, we're setting that shot up after the match.
I mean, you got to look where it's
Set
at.
it up.
Look where it's at.
Set it up.
Get an eyeball
Oh my
on where
God,
it's
he
at.
overcut it.
Oh,
He
wow.
overcut it.
That's like 92-degree cut.
Yeah.
And that is a big part of why me and Chris don't like the cut there is there's big scratches there if you hit it good. If you hit it real bad, you're probably not going to scratch. But if you hit it anywhere near good, which he did, both scratches are very live.
1 away from the hill.
We're in it. We're in it. I feel like, is it possible Vince is feeling it? Has he given up?
I don't think so.
I don't think he can. You go through what did we call it? You go through the pissed off phase. You go through the denial phase. You go through the complaining phase. You blame the pool gods. You never really get mad at your opponent, you know. I mean, you got to have some good sportsmanship. And
Yeah,
then
he's
you
not giving up.
then
No
you
one's
finally
giving up
kick
here.
in. I don't think so.
All right, he's got a shot on the 1, dropped the 2 ball, and not too hard to the 3. This is about the best opening rack I've seen.
It really is.
I mean, a lot of the breaks have been
1,
not much to
3,
offer.
4, 5, 4 to the 5 is
A little tricky.
3 to the 4 is little something.
3 to the 4 looks pretty good right there.
Hit that good.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like that.
Love it.
Yeah, 4 to the 5. I think Ray's kind of onto it there. It's going to be a little tricky.
Well, depending on where you go with this 4, and that'll decide what you're going to do with it, because obviously we all want to have perfect cue ball control, but that's not always the case.
This might be perfect. 2 rails. You can play this 2 rails.
Do you dare carry him at the 10?
Oh, boy.
What in the world?
Maybe if you're on the hill and you're really trying to... Looking at this, the 5 doesn't go in the corner. So that's it. Comes out, comes around. Would love to have stopped a little shorter.
Yeah, that's rough now. I mean, he's come up with some pretty creative safes. If he can find one now, I'd be looking at that. But otherwise, you're just going to have to make this ball. Crash into some stuff and hope you get a shot on the 6.
He made it.
That was sweet. Pocket speed. I was just saying, never hit any shot pocket speed ever again.
And he's going to be over to 7, so it's going to be
Wrong.
tough.
He proved me wrong.
It's not tough to do.
Yeah, I don't think this is tough. Really, I'm actually firing this ball with a lot of high.
No, I mean, prove you wrong. 50-50 at best.
Who are the Packers playing Monday?
Not the Bears.
Thank God.
You guys like this? Fire this with a ton of high. Come around 3 rails. You're gonna get something good.
I think I'm just slow rolling this.
No. Oh, he's drawing it.
You gotta draw. He hit
Just
it
go
good.
for the bump and hope you
didn't
get
get
something
it.
out of it. Not happening. What?
I think he got a little unlucky there. That's what happened. Played that rack. I mean, he's playing good. He's got a little unfortunate there.
That's unlucky. Yeah, he hit the 6 pretty good. I didn't like that because the 8 ball was really big, which made kind of a scratch possible and a scratch off the 8 possible. I didn't see him drawing that back quick draw like that on the 9. Because if you hit the 9, a lot of good things are supposed to happen. Not this. This is about the only bad thing that can happen if you could draw it back into that 9 like he did.
Oh.
Ooh, they're playing the perfect song for that.
Now this
it's
4
not
ball
summer.
out is looking sweet.
This is a good 80s intro song to some 80s movie.
That's intro. It's in The Karate Kid. It's in Blue Crush. Song's in a lot of movies.
Hold on.
A little off angle there.
He's okay. If he rolled forward any further, then now he's got to really move the cue ball. This was about to be like 3 roll-in shots. Roll.
Oh, wow. He rolled really close to the work.
2 rails. Ooh, we got no high on that. You want some high or some inside on that to come
Yeah.
down a little?
Come back towards. Frustration's
All right,
there,
this
but he
is-
can make this.
You got to make this.
Yeah.
If you don't, I mean, come on. Vince is a champion. Vince has been on this stream many times. He
Oh, yeah.
barely know defeat. Make this 10 ball and let's have a match. Thank you.
In
Come
the
again.
hole. Nice and clean. Back and forth.
Let's
No
play some
scratch.
pool. Let's play some 10 ball.
Takes a game back, and there's a smile on his face.
Yeah, maybe that relieved all stress.
Yeah.
One win and you're back.
All right, I'm going to head back out there.
Good luck, Scanando.
Practice, hit some balls. I'm talking about practice.
Yeah, who do you think you're going to be playing?
I'm
Have you
talking
been
about
watching the
practice,
bracket?
man. I haven't been looking at it. No, I've been paying attention to this match. Like I said, Giles, Mason, Robbie. There's
Oh, Robbie's
champions all
still
over
in it
this
too?
place.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who's in it. I'm saying
Good
when
tournament.
the tournament started, when I walked in the door, I felt like a kid on Christmas. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have challenges galore.
Remember, perfect practice makes practice perfect.
Say it twice.
I can't.
Say it backwards.
It's always best. That's the whole thing about it. You say it forwards, backwards, it's the same thing. What do they
That's
call
what I'm saying. A
that?
palindrome?
Yeah.
I think Vince is going to get back in this match.
I agree with you. And I'm excited because I would like to see this become a hill match.
I just like the way he finished that last rack.
Well, he's got to keep Dan off the hill. If Dan gets on the hill, it's going to be tough, but I think if he keep Dan on 10, he's got a chance. Pushing out.
Yep, Vince elected to push out, which means Dan can take a look at it. If he doesn't like it, he can give it back. He's taking it.
I think he's playing safe here.
Smart play. Oh, boom.
And that is not going to fall safe.
Typically, when I do something like that, the 110 is lined up for the opponent. Every time, every weekly, it doesn't matter. And every time I'm like, man, I should have looked at that. There's still a lot of work to be done here. So 1, 2, maybe 3 in the upper left. Oh, you work on them one by one. The 4 goes. 5
Everything
on
has
the
a home
side.
here. Yeah.
I'm liking it.
Nothing's too. I mean, 2 to the 3 is going to be the trickiest. As long as he can get from the 2 to the 3 good, he has a chance to get out of this rack.
Ooh, played that.
And he's actually got the angle here to get back up to the 3 and play it in the side.
It's going to be a pretty draw shot.
I think he's moving
Oh,
forward.
he's going to go top and around. Okay.
Yeah, to play the 3 in the side, the right side. But he got
yeah.
too far, I think. Yeah, he just got a little too far.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. But I guess you got to adjust, right? Ooh. he was almost frustrated and just winged at it. But he took a second. He slowed down. I like this. This is the new Vince.
What's he gonna do here? How's he getting to the 3?
Well, you jump it in the side and hope you get lucky on the 4, right?
Hope is not the course of action.
Well, he's thinking I'm making this.
Yeah.
But I'd still be a little bit like, am I going to get on the 4?
Oh, he hit it so good.
He did.
He got
and
no reward there.
Did he, though?
Oh, he did get a little bit of a
Yeah.
reward. Made it pretty tough here.
Finally got something.
See what Dan can come up with here. He does have a kick at the 3, but it's calling it inside. Oh, he's gotten saved.
Wow.
I think he's on that 4 ball.
That is beautiful.
Oh, no. I think Vince can see a piece of it here. And has
It looked tighter, yeah.
Yeah, he has the ability to get safe. I thought he was locked onto it. Is it me, or does it look like the 4 ball's missing a little chunk out of it right now?
Maybe.
Like with the shadow on it?
It's a new arena light, but yeah, the arena light being square, rectangle.
Oh, that was weird.
I think there's a window. I'm not going to guarantee it.
Well,
If there's a window, all he's got to do is just knock this in with a little draw, and he's got the 4.
I don't know if there's enough to make it. There's enough to hit it for sure, but
Okay.
oh wow, this
Second
is
scratch.
so does that put him on 2 right now?
Ooh, I'd have to go back.
Let me think.
Did he make any legal shots in between that first scratch?
I can't remember.
We'll get the audience to let us know.
Oh yeah, he kicked at the 3, right? Yeah, he kicked and hit the 3. And that was good.
I do believe.
Yeah. Yeah, he did have a legal hit, so never mind. Yeah, he kicked off the top rail into the 3, and I thought Vince was hooked on the 4. Vince was able to get at it. Maybe I'm backwards. I don't know.
I think you're right. I don't think that. I think Dan's on 1. And to be honest with you, they haven't really been pushing that 3 foul rule. I mean, we're 16 games in. We haven't seen it yet.
All right, rolling up to the 4. He rolled a little short here. He was trying to get all the way up to play the 4 on the side.
Still goes in the corner.
It does. Makes it a little difficult with the cue ball here to control. This is a big game for Vince. He does not want his opponent getting to the hill. It's a whole new level of pressure. They're really jacking up on this ball.
Oh, off the 10. In the corner, he
Wow.
called.
Wow.
Here we go.
Can we look at that one again?
We can. But I think he's shooting fast. I didn't think he was going to give me time.
No easy shot on the 5. How are your nerves? Pretty good.
Oh,
Oh, got
Oh,
kind of an
no.
unlucky roll there.
Man,
Yeah.
oh, man. Things just aren't rolling in Vince's favor. Let's see if I have time to show this. So he shoots the 4, goes off the 10 in the corner, and then leaves himself a pretty nice shot on the 5, which he does make if he missed that last shot.
Yeah, the 5 was a nice shot. He just got a
Got a little weird.
little weird on the 7 here. I think there's. I mean, he might be able to play it safe here, possibly. On the like, geez, I don't know if you can get the 7 up on the rail and the 10 on or the Q on the other side of the 10. That's really tough. I don't know if that's even possible.
Brutal, though. You put so much effort in, then you get stuck with that.
See what he does.
It's got to be a save. Make sure it's not a double hit. He went for the bank. Okay. Look at that. Lined up the 8 nicely. Where's the 7 going to stop? Straight in?
Pretty close. I mean, good enough.
Oof.
Wow. This probably going to get the end of the hill here. One good shot on the 7.
I don't want to jinx him.
Don't want to jinx anybody.
No commentary. Yeah, well, you know. This is still tough. I mean, he's got to make 2 or 3 good shots, get on the 10. It's not over. Well, that looked pretty good.
He's just going to come off the rail. If you play the 9 down in the corner, a little tricky to get on the 10. But it's really all you can do unless you want to risk doing some weird stuff and getting on the other side of the 9. I mean, you could.
I think I'd use a little top right. Just punch out a little bit.
But I mean, where are you going to play the 9? Down the bottom right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying is.
I'm
That's
okay
just-
with drawing it back for the 10.
Okay.
I mean,
It all depends on what angle he's going to
yeah, right.
Let's see what he gets.
I'd rather do that than have some 45-degree angle. So he tried to do it. He did get there a little bit.
This is good if you're just drawing it back. I like this.
The problem with this angle, though, is if you hit it weird, you can end up either scratching or coming off the long rail.
Yeah, as long as you don't overdraw it, I don't think you're scratching. So
Yeah, just
Or
give
he-
yourself an angle.
he's drawing. And that's going to be enough to get it done.
He hit that well. He didn't overdo it.
Yeah, I mean, and he's got the stroke to put a lot more draw on that if he wanted to. He was just being very cautious to not scratch or get something weird.
Yeah, you'd rather have this shot than be, straight up and down or scratch. And Dan knows. He's been playing long enough. Give yourself an opportunity to win, even if it's a tougher shot. Oh,
Didn't leave it easy for Vince here, though.
man, was that a skid? That was kind of a weird hit. Looked like it was going in, and then it didn't. We'll call it a skid.
All right. Has an opportunity. This is a makeable shot, but man, is it tough. Especially with the pressure, like you either make this or your opponent is more than likely getting to the hill. Because if you're cutting this and you miss, you got to think that it's going to be sitting in front of the pocket.
I don't like this.
I like it going 4 rails. Why not?
Well, I mean, there's a safe, but
4 rails. Do it.
I mean, you never know. What's he looking at here? Just cutting it in? He's zoned in here. I see him getting down. It's really focused.
This will be a great shot if it goes.
Hyper focused. Look at that cut.
Oh, and he's not going to sell
Oh,
out
he's
a
going to hit the
shot.
point. Nope.
Not selling out a shot. That's
How thin did he hit that?
pretty thin.
I mean, wow. So now Dan's got a choice here. Do I play a safe or do I kick it?
Well, I like trying to just put it on the 50 for your opponent because if you kick at this, what are the percentages you make it? If you miss it, it's going to hang. It's going to be one of them shots. If you miss it, it's definitely hanging.
I mean, you got to.
He's going
calling
for it.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
like it.
he's weighing out the save.
I think you definitely come 2 rails, though. You use that second rail to give you that more of a cushion to where if you miss it, it possibly gets
I'm
saved.
down with that. Yeah. You just got to be careful. Don't put too much right on this. All right. He thinned it, and he left Vince with a couple options.
Yeah, I think he's going to look it all the way down. But he is close to the cue ball, so that makes this shot a little hard to judge sometimes when you're really close to it.
Definitely does.
He's going on the side, or where's he going?
I think he called all the way down.
That's what I thought, but he's kind of queued up like he's going on the
He's
side.
thinking about it, you know. I personally, I think I'm going into the corner.
Yeah, me too.
And here's another angle. It looks a lot sharper here, don't it? I mean, this looks like the side's almost better.
Yeah, from the overhead, it looks like corner's the right shot.
I would agree. Oh, no. Don't concede.
Yeah, because then you lose both
Don't
of them.
concede. He wanted to.
Oh. That would have been game.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I would have pushed it. I think I would have let that roll.
Yeah.
Being on the hill. I know. I also didn't explain the rule again and
Oh
again.
no! Well, I did. They both.
Okay,
know,
so
yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget.
The only one I always forget to remind them about is the break, like 1 break apiece. For some reason, I always leave that out.
1 break apiece?
We try to tell them 1 break apiece.
Oh, player break.
Yeah,
Yeah,
player
yeah.
break. Like, don't take 5 breaks. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't mind if they take a break right now. So this is. Oh, that camera's having some fun. So what we're talking about is the concession rule. If anyone, probably, I mean, if you guys are hanging out with us and you're still with us, and actually our numbers jumped a little bit after my temper tantrum. You guys are all looking for some juicy footage. Just been a long time. But if you concede, like grab the ball, don't let your opponent shoot it, you lose that game and the next. So if Vince would have just lost his temper and just knocked that 10 ball in or threw it across the room or whatever, he would have lost that game, obviously, because he was forfeiting that game. But he would have lost the next one because it's a stream rule. We really want you guys to be able to see the money ball shots. And
Have we ever
no, I don't
enforced
think so.
that rule yet?
I don't think so. It's never happened.
I should have did it today to be the first one ever to enforce that rule on
Like
myself.
on the hill. Force it on yourself.
I almost did.
You wouldn't do that. Not in
No.
a race to 7.
No, I was close at one point when I hit that 8 in. I was like, oh my god, it was funny.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's tough when you like he almost made the 10. You know, Vince is trying to make a comeback, and what happens? You leave it in the pocket for your opponent. It's brutal. But yeah, I don't think I would have enforced it today in that situation. Unless maybe Dan came up and asked about it or something. I might have just stayed in the booth and let it roll. Because I mean, I really don't want to take somebody's winnings, because of a call like that.
Ooh, that's like the third type of safe I've seen Vince play where Not, I mean, tough safe, but it's gonna leak out. It doesn't really leave a good shot here for Dan. I mean, there is a combination here. I don't think it's gonna get there. Oh, he got it.
Ooh, he
Got it.
definitely got it. He's rolling his head though. He's not liking this. Vince doesn't seem to care.
I think. Oh, I think he cares for sure.
I don't know. I would really love to understand the mindset right now. I think that's more fun than pool.
I think what's he doing here? Yep,
Just
it's
playing
gonna,
a little bit of a safe, but it's rolling around.
it got on the other side of the 7 though. Wow. He was not banking on that. I think he thought it was going to tie up with the 7 and not leave a shot. But this, I think, leaves a shot, right?
It does, yeah. I mean, you can just draw this back, maybe get 3 in the corner or 3 in the side if you overdraw it.
Yeah. Yep.
That's about all you got, unless you're playing a safe. But I don't really see a good one.
He way overdrew it.
Well, how about the other corner? I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah. That makes it tough for the 4.
I think there's some frustration, but you know what? It's not over.
Oh, wow. He fired that in the side.
I mean, you win 1 or 2 games, right? Maybe you get a lucky roll here and there. Next thing you know, it's 9-11.
And that's doable.
It is doable, especially for Vince. I mean, Dan's not breaking and running here every rack. Always an opportunity.
No, if Vince could find a way to just put 4, 3, even 3. That's a nice save there by Dan.
Yeah, that's really kind of
nice. But yeah, you put 4 games, you're on 9, right? That puts a lot of pressure on the other player all of a sudden.
they start missing a 10 ball. All
Yeah.
you need is a couple of flukes and a good roll here and
Yeah.
there, and you got to complete some 5-ball runs, and you're back in it.
Yeah.
But this kind of twists the dagger a little bit, because if you don't get a good hit here,
Oh, and that's not going to be good.
yeah, that's going to be ball in hand for Dan.
Oh, do you? No, she's go for the run out here. It's pretty
Yeah, I think
pretty
so.
available.
I'm not looking at the 10 if that's what you were thinking.
No way.
I mean, especially when you're 11-5 up, I think it's also more respectful to just run this out.
Yeah.
But it'd be funny if he did it. I don't. I mean,
And then you go.
yeah,
But that'd be
But-
funny if you did.
yeah. I mean, it would be entertaining.
You kill me.
It's not my best of days,
But
but
oh man,
I wouldn't mind seeing a 4-10 combo right now. My butt's a little sore. I gotta hit the bathroom. Either that, or if Vince wins, I think a player break is in order, and also a commentator break.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going on 3.5 hours. We appreciate everybody out here. If this is the last game, just want to say thank you for hanging out. You know, as always, we do this every Sunday. We've got some Friday challenge matches coming up, otherwise known as King of the Hill. We've got a match with Giles and possibly Frog or Scott Conan on the 9-foot table. We're going to be bringing that to you sooner than later. We don't have any dates on that. The players are working everything out, but that'll be on our main channel as well.
Popping off the top rail here, I think. Or he seems to be putting a little more middle ball here. Is he playing this in the side?
Yeah, I like the side. I mean, it's stop shot out. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Load over for the 10.
I liked playing that 5 all the way down. This gives kind of a weird angle, but
Maybe you look at it.
oh yeah. Okay, looking down
Yeah.
the pipe.
It's hard to see from the TV, but this is pretty much a stop shot. I don't.
Yeah. Now that I'm
He's
looking,
putting top on it though. He's going to roll out for this. Really, kind of an interesting stroke. I feel like it's, I don't know, a little hesitant. So now, is he getting himself in trouble? I think you have to jack up and stop this. You don't want a bigger angle than this for the 9.
yes.
Whoa.
Stopping or coming back like a half an inch or two. What just happened over there? Did somebody throw a cue ball?
No,
through the table or something?
someone dropped their cue. I was
Oh.
looking as well. I think it was Giles dropped his cue. Giles is having a good time today.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
enjoying himself. So there he goes. He knows. I just need one good stop shot here,
I think he's
and
gonna
it's
drop
over.
back a
Maybe a
yeah.
couple inches ain't gonna hurt.
right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh. You don't want to get straight.
Yeah. See, now he's got to either roll up or stun this for the 10 in the same pocket.
Yeah, I think he's probably rolling forward here.
Let's see if we can get you a good up front view here. Yeah. Look at the angle. It's there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Ooh, he's feeling it. He's feeling the steroid adrenaline, I should say adrenaline, not steroid.
Could this be it?
I think it is.
And there you have it, folks.
All right. That's 2 weeks in a row for Dan.
2. Yep, this is second time.
And we will be here next week. I won't be.
And
But-
then a break for 2 weeks after
Then
that.
2-week break. That's going to be for Christmas and New Year's.
Correct.
So we'll make a post so nobody blows up Mad Apple Player Society with where's the stream or any of that stuff. But we appreciate everybody, and great match by Dan and Vince. Vince was having a little bit of a tough time, but I'm Chris G and Patrick Glynn. Thank you for helping out in the booth. Have a good night, everybody. Here, let me